registered late or had some trouble in registration because the registration form was closed for a short while. Anyway, we'll see you live now. So over to Mrs. Hajila. She'll be calling me you one by one. In case you are here, please put on your camera if possible, or unmute yourself and then introduce yourself briefly, telling where you are, who you are, which campus you studied, and whom all you remember in CMS, and how CMS has made a difference.
Yes, so we begin with the first name on my list, and we have Mr. Siddharth Mishra, who is the project manager of Lummis Technology and is based out of Frankfurt, Germany. He's 2010 batch from Aliganj Sector O. Siddharth, if you are here, let's see you on our screens. Unmute yourself and tell us something about yourself. Siddharth Mishra. He's not here?
Yeah.
All right. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Shashwat Shivam Tripathi. He's also from Aliganj Sector O, 2011 batch, head of product Epigene Labs, based out of Paris, France. Shashwat Shivam Tripathi.
Hello, ma'am.
Is he here?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for,
yes,
for
Shashwat,
organizing
tell us
this.
something about yourself.
I'll tell you a couple of things. First of all, thank you for doing this. This is a great initiative. I saw you and Lipika, ma'am, both teachers I saw for like 12 years between 1999 and 2011. It was amazing. After that, I went on to do my engineering from IIT BHU. I came to France like 7 years ago. I've been working in tech for some time. Currently, I'm responsible for product at Epigene Labs. We are a precision oncology company. We are trying to battle cancer, find a cure in genetic data for cancer. This is kind of the same things that Google is also doing with like hundreds of times the resources, and we are trying to do the same here with a lot of researchers and a lot of data scientists. And yeah, that's about me. I'm here if you have any questions about the industry, about coming to France, about going to an IIT or anything at all, or being at CMS for 12 years. Yeah.
Do you have any memories to share?
I have plenty.
Anything in particular?
Yeah, I think like the most interesting ones would be going for the NTSC, training sessions that we used to go to I think it was Gomti Nagar branch, yes, after the first round. So I think, yeah, I remember those very peculiarly. I also remember going for swimming sessions like with Jiten sir and getting scolded like 10 times an hour. So yeah, those would be a couple of things that I would desperately remember all the time. I still have some nightmares sometimes when I remember that I may have forgotten the exam for, I prepared for Hindi language exam when it was Hindi literature. I get these kind of, memories and flashbacks sometimes as well. Yeah.
So wonderful. We'll get to hear more. And I can see Lipika ma'am smiling.
Hello, Vera ma'am. Hello, Shashwat.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, Beta. How are you?
I'm great.
So there's a lot more to catch up with each one of you. And we'll be doing that essentially in the breakout rooms. Right now, it's going to be a brief intro session, if you like. And the next name now on my list is Ms. Jagrati Pandey, Business Intelligence and Finance Excellence Intern, Avery Dennison. She's based out of Amsterdam, Netherlands, and she is from Aliganj Sector O, the same campus. 2015 batch. Jagrati.
I'm Jagrati, and I was in CMS for 2 years for my 11th and 12th, and then I went to Delhi University for my graduation. And after that, I worked as management associate in Thane, Maharashtra, and then I decided to go for masters. So I came to Netherlands. I'm currently doing masters in financial management, and I will start I've just started my internship in Avery Dennison as financial. It's just the beginning. So yeah, and I'm in Amsterdam, so many people might know. It's a lovely place, very beautiful. And
so
yeah,
you are amidst tulips, aren't you?
Yeah, actually, it's it's city of canals, tulips. It's an amazing city, very beautiful city. So yeah, and I have very few 2 years memories from CMS, but very beautiful ones because I came from a different city, Bijnor, a small city in UP, and then I came to Lucknow, and it was little difficult for me in the beginning to cope up with CMS studies and exams, but every teacher helped me a lot, and I have very good memories from CMS.
Fantastic.
So congratulations, Jagrati, for reaching Amsterdam. You passed out from
Thank you.
CMS Alumini International in 2015, as you can see.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you.
Do we have Asif Siddiqui? He's in Warsaw, Poland. Asif, are you here?
Hello, can you guys hear me? Good morning.
Yeah, pleasure.
Amazing.
Asif has passed out also in 2015. I believe you both are batchmates, Jagrati and Asif.
I don't know. I was in biology.
Okay.
So
Yes, I was in commerce, so I'm not sure
okay.
if we had a chance to meet.
So now you're meeting.
You are
today.
in Holland.
Good.
Amazing.
Yes, Asif, over to Asif. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, so good morning and good afternoon to all of you guys. So thank you very much for inviting me to be to present myself. It's an honor for me to say a few words in front of you all. So something about myself. I studied at CMS for 2 years at Aliganj branch. I completed my 11th and 12th, then I moved for my bachelor's to Delhi. And then for my master's, I came to Poland in year 2018. I got an admission in a very renowned university in Poland called Cms University. It's basically a triple crown university ranked 17th as per the Financial Times for Master's in Finance and Accounting program. And for last 4 years, I'm working as procurement to payment team lead in a real estate and investment banking firm. And my jobs and responsibilities are like varies from different criteria. We are supporting our clients all across EMEA region, Asia, Middle East, and APAC. So that's all about myself. And if I talk about my memory from CMS, I still remember the days when we used to visit Gomti Nagar branch for Chief Justice conferences. And we used to enjoy those days a lot because we got a chance. That was something which was really exceptional and rare at that time for a school to promote such things. So that was one of the moment I still remember. And thank you once again. If you have any question, yeah, feel free to ask.
Very nice, Asif. I'm sure Gandhi sir and all of us are very happy to hear that you were part of Chief Justice's conference. Thank you. Yes, we will come back with questions. This is a very short introduction session. Thank you, Asif. Now we switch on to Suryansh Vikram Singh. He's from Dublin, Ireland. Suryansh, are you here?
Hello, guys. Good morning.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can. We can hear you. Please introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Good morning. So, yeah, my name is Suryansh, and I was from Aliganj Sector campus. I graduated from 2016. Went to UCD after to do my degree in mechanical engineering. And after college, I am working in Intel as a process engineer for the first year and a half. And now I've transitioned into a financial engineering role where I'm just looking at saving cost projects, based essentially. My memories from CMS Aliganj Sector will be quite distinct with Lipika Kale ma'am, especially when I was sitting with her and just planning how am I going to finish my applications and what do I need to do to be on time with my applications. So yeah, I have a good few memories, which we'll surely be discussing later on. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that short intro and very sweet. We have Sara Fatima. She is an alumna of CMS Chalk campus, a PhD scholar at University of Limerick, presently in Ireland.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi. So I'm a graduate of CMS Chalk branch of 2011 year. And now I'm doing my PhD in chemical sciences from the University of Limerick here in Ireland. And CMS has been an integral part of the overall development of any child. I can really say that. And I'm really glad to be a part of such a fraternity and forever grateful for the personality that I have today, for the achievements that I've made today, if any, of course. Yes. So I'm very happy that I'm here with everyone. I'm getting this opportunity to interact with everyone. So I have a bachelor's and master's degree in pharmacy. And so now I'm here doing my PhD, first year in chemical sciences, working under the supervision of Dr. Jennifer Cookman. and Dr. Sarah Hudson. And so my research group is basically working on in situ crystallization of APIs using liquid phase electron microscopy. So basically, I'll be a microscopist after I complete my PhD. So yeah, that's from my side. Yeah.
That's fantastic, Sarah. Wonderful. God bless you. Lovely to have you on board today. And I'd now like to invite Mr. Vikki Shukla, Deputy Head AFC List Management, Deutsche Bank, Frankfurt, Germany. And he's a pass out 2000 batch from Gomti Nagar Campus 1. Prateek. Is he here? All right, I think he'll join us in a bit. Next is Ms. Preksha Gupta, Project Manager TCS, and she's based out of Amsterdam, Netherlands. She's a pass out from Gomti Nagar 1, batch 2003. Preksha, if you're here, we'd like to hear from you.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Yes. So just a little correction maybe. When I was in CMS Gomti Nagar, there was no 1 or 2. There was just one Gomti Nagar. So it feels very weird when I hear that there is a 1 and a 2 and an extension. I don't know, but that's how CMS graph has always been. It's always been this way. So I expect no less. So yes, everybody, I'm Preksha and I passed out in 2003 and I completed my engineering and then I joined HCL where I worked for IKEA in Sweden for a few years. And then I got married and then moved to TCS where I worked for, where I'm currently working for KLM and now in Netherlands for the past 5 years. I'm married. I have a 2.5-year-old son who's a bit sick today. So you'll see me offline on and off the camera during the session. Yeah, but yes, all my memories from childhood are from CMS because the best of the friends that I've made are from CMS. We are still friends even after 30 years of us being together. I can't even believe it's been this long that we've been together, but we are still in touch. We've grown up together. Yes. And yes, I remember all my teachers. I know
Your principal is here, Preksha, your respected principal, Ma'am Batra. She's here. So.
Great. Such an honor.
Batra ma'am is the senior principal and also the present principal, Mrs. Aban, and both are here.
Yes. I'm so honored and grateful that I had this opportunity. I've always been so fond of Batra ma'am. She's always been an idol. Right from the way she presented herself, right from the intelligence that she had, the governance with which she controlled students like us, and also with the lovely collection of saris she had.
Can we quickly have Batra ma'am and Abha ma'am pinned, please?
Yeah, I remember Preksha very well. In fact, all 3 sisters were there with me. All the Gupta sisters doing very well. Very fond memories of all the sisters. Nice to see you.
It's lovely to see you, man.
Father, recently, your father came with your younger sister. He must have told you.
Yes, he did tell me.
And Preksha, let me mention we still admire the collection of saris that ma'am has.
Oh, certainly.
Well said, Abha ma'am. And it's so lovely to see that connect. The smile that ma'am is wearing on her face, looking at a student from yesteryears, and the student connecting so beautifully with her principal at that time. Lovely. And for ma'am to say that I remember the 3 Gupta sisters. I mean, that's fantastic, ma'am. Lovely.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. So Siddharth Mishra has joined. Siddharth Mishra, Aliganj Sector O, 2010 batch.
He is a student of Vera ma'am. He remembers.
Yes. He's my kid. I taught him in English.
Yes, indeed. Good morning. I hope everybody's able to hear me out.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it is really a pleasure moment for me to see some familiar faces that I used to grow up seeing Vera ma'am, Lipika ma'am here. I've not had the opportunity to scroll down the participant list. It's great that we all had the time to spare out today, and I definitely see that it would be a memorable meeting altogether. Just introducing myself, yes, my batch was 2010. I passed out from Aliganj Sector O. I had this good opportunity to have entire schooling from Montessori to class 12 from CMS itself. I remain associated with it. Maybe my parents decided that that's the best place for me to grow. And after now, I feel that it was a wise decision that they made. After passing my school from CMS, I did bachelor's in chemical engineering, and I went to Thapa University for it. I was there for 4 years, and post that, I joined an EPC company, basically, which is primarily, if I talk about in simple languages, it's involved in the petrochemical businesses, building up and having these refineries in place. Take, for example, in India, IOCL, HPCL, and Reliance whatsoever. And post that, I was there in, I worked there for 4 years, and then I got this opportunity from the lead office that, Siddharth, if you can just join us here. So I moved first to Netherlands, and then I stayed there for 1.5 years, and then suddenly this opportunity for a project manager role came up in Germany. So last year I came up, basically shifted to Germany in Frankfurt, and currently I am working as a project manager in a company named as Namas, which is basically it's a leader in process technologies for petrochemical and refining and gasification. My core segment is basically polypropylene. So I'm managing the projects for polypropylene, and the major global change that I handle is basically Russian region, or good is also Indian region. This is good part for me because to official visits I am able to visit India. So
we'll welcome you here, Siddharth, whenever you are here.
Yes, for sure. When we will be coming out of the breakout room, I have some suggestions that I would like to discuss. And
we will have a lot of time in the breakout rooms. And I would just like to say that when you were a student, Mrs. Gauri Khanna might have been the principal then. But now we have Mrs. Jyoti Kashyap, and also as senior principal, and Mrs. Shivani Singh. She's also right now with us. Maybe they would just like to say hello to you before you go to the breakout session.
Yes, for sure, for sure. I have been trying to stay in touch with all the websites and all the office bearers. It's good that we have these social networking sites. Vera ma'am and some of the teachers, Lipika ma'am as well, all they are connected on Facebook. So for sure, I am able to see the pictures and seeing what are the updates that are happening. Somehow, I think it's common for all us CMS students. We cannot leave the roots where we started from. So we want to stay connected and see what is the recount all our memories and seeing the reminiscence of that. So yes.
Wonderful.
I can see another. Yes. Mrs. Shivani Singh would like to say something. Would you like to say hello to? Okay. Maybe hello. Right. We have an alumnus from UK, London. And before I invite Mr. Rajat Yadav, I would also like to tell that the youngest daughter of our founders, Professor Neeta Gandhi Faroohi, is fortunately with us. She has made it a point to join us all the way from Cambridge, United Kingdom. So we would like to invite, she's also an alumna of CMS. So ma'am, would you like to say a few words before I invite Rajat from London?
Of course. Good morning, good afternoon in different time zones. Thank you, Shishir, and to all the wonderful organizers of the event today. I'm Neeta Gandhi Faroohi, and my roots very much started with CMS and of course with the founders. And I've had the privilege, the bounty, the blessing of being set on a path of good learning, and a joy in service, and putting the education to best use. And my journey has been very long. I'm perhaps the oldest alumnus joining here today. So hello to all the fellow alumni. It is so wonderful to see you here. And you all have a bright future ahead of you because your roots are grounded in Jai Jagat. Your roots are grounded in the philosophy that I don't think any other school would have imparted in the way that this school, your school, has imparted. So really wonderful. And just to say, in my own profession, CMS, again, my roots helped me to seek the highest, the best, the most excellent path that I could carve out for myself. And I'm a professor at the University of Cambridge here. I'm a physician scientist, and also a public health doctor. So I serve many roles, and much of my academic work, my research, is very much based on prevention of disease. I'm a preventive physician, and based on why we have these differences, such that people of Indian and South Asian origin have so much greater risk of diabetes and heart disease. So my heart and soul are very much in India, but the work is done based in the UK, in Cambridge and elsewhere. So thank you to CMS for giving me the aspiration in life to be and to seek to be the best that I could be. Thank you. And thank you to my past teachers and the current principals who are here. And you are the lifeblood of this institution. The institution is nothing without the teachers and the principals. So thank you very much. And hi to all the alumni.
Lovely to see you, Neeta ma'am. And you never sort of miss out on this one, the Alumni Meet Online. And it's always pure pleasure to see you on board. And your level of enthusiasm is indeed infectious. So nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Well, Shishir hounds me down.
Thank you.
In a good way.
Hello, Neeta. How are you?
Hello, Mama. I'm well. Lovely to see you.
Just to mention, off the record, Neeta ma'am's daughter got married, and our founders are so committed to work that they could not make it to the occasion of the wedding of their granddaughter. So that this is an opportunity where they are meeting their daughter as well.
It is an opportunity provided by all the wonderful students, and they are in Europe, and I love Europe because
and we have another alumna, Geeta Didi. She's also here with us. Our president.
Yeah, I love Europe. And are you happy? All my students, ex-students, or former students, wonderful students, are you happy there? Yes.
Please unmute yourself and say loud yes if you are happy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we are.
Wow. You remember your alma mater also. Wow. And you are enjoying the new king also there.
Yeah.
Right now it's a morning
those
time.
of you who are in the
We'll
UK,
enjoy the king in a due course.
Yeah, and sort of missing the old the Dowager, Queen of England.
This is Professor Geeta Gandhi England, for all of you who joined us lately, our president and managing director. Yes.
He's the elder sister of Neeta Gandhi Faruhi.
Yes.
That's right. If I may just add my own, welcome to everybody. Let me tell you that first of all that I'm a fellow alumnus, and in fact, although I'm I've got one foot in each continent, Asia, right here in India, and I have a foot in Europe because I've lived in Europe for 31 years. I was in the UK, and and my husband and my son are still in the UK. So I'm a hybrid sort of sample out here, an alumnus, an alumna who is based partly in Europe and more than 50% time here in India, and so that's my credentials as a fellow alumnus. I'm also a professor of economics of education and international development at UCL, University College London, and I now work there part-time. And the rest of the time I'm in India. I serve as the president of City Montessori School. So I speak to you with both these hats on. And in my latter hat as president of CMS, it's my great pleasure to just, very warmly welcome you. Thank you so much for connecting today. And I can see some people that I recognize. For example, I can see Avantika Pandey. and Avantika from Ireland. I remember that when we started the program, the study abroad program of CMS, I know there's some echoing going on.
It's echoing.
Is it possible now? Yeah, yeah. So I remember that when we started the study abroad program of CMS, which basically consisted of just becoming a SAT examination center in 2014, you know, Avantika was one of the very first to take advantage of this newfound sort of mode. The fact that for the first time, students in Lucknow itself could take the SAT examination right here itself, and they didn't have to go to Delhi in order to take the SAT examination and other IELTS and etc. exams. So Avantika was one of the pioneers and path blazers, and she's completed her degree at, I think, UCD, University College Dublin, and has done ever so well for herself. I think you're working now with Google, if I remember correctly, in Ireland.
Oh, sorry, EY, ma'am.
Oh, EY, yeah, Ernst & Young. So another really good international, you know, consultancy firm. So lovely to see all the alumni, and I hope you have a wonderful time today, reminiscing about your old experiences and with fellow students from your respective campuses. Thank you so much. And I think that one thing maybe I'll add is that if you were here today in Lucknow, and I hope you will be, as and when you come to Lucknow to see your parents or other friends, do please keep connected. And if you come and visit CMS, you'll find so many good changes. You will love it, you will enjoy it, you will feel so proud of your institution and the directions in which it is moving. So thank you so much for being here today again.
Thank you, Geeta ma'am. We would now like to invite Rajat, and before that, I would like to tell you that there's one leader all the way from US who has got up very, very early, and she is one of the leaders of the study abroad program, Mrs. Chandra Kundra. Despite her daughter being unwell, she has made it a point to see her students joining from Europe. She has sent a lot of you to Europe as well as to US. So just a quick hello from Mrs. Kundra, please, before we invite Rajat.
Hi, Shishir. Thank you so much for that introduction. Yes, it's pretty early, but I'm kind of an early riser, so it's okay for me. Wish I was in India, it would have been more comfortable. Thank you very much for this session and great initiatives by the International Affairs Department headed by Shishir and Vera ma'am for the Alumni Connect. I think it's so heartening to see everybody, and also when I see this match which was there during my time when I was in Lucknow.
So we are actually speaking from here,
that's why yes, I remember such beautiful memories that I've spent with these children. Avantika, Suryansh was there earlier, and I remember when I used to visit Aliganj campus, how he used to be waiting for the day, you know, I had my visit there. And he used to be always ready with his pen and his diary and with a lot of questions ready, you know, for me to, you know, clear his doubts. A very, very great enthusiast, you know, and very clear in his head that he has to go out. And it's so nice. And I'm looking forward to having more communication, interaction with them in the breakout rooms. Thank you, Shishir. Thank you, Vera ma'am, for a great interaction today. And I'm looking forward to having more.
Thank you, Mrs. Kundra.
Hello, everybody.
We'd also like to welcome our principals. Avantika's mother, Mrs. Nisha Pandey, I can see she's here. We have a mother of two proud sons who are in Europe. One is
Jayashree Krishnan ma'am.
Yeah, Mrs. Jayashree Krishnan ma'am, the principal of CMS Rajin Nagar Campus 1. Her son, Mr. Vignesh Krishnan, he's in Dublin, Ireland. He's a Kanpur Road pass out of 2009 batch. He's a senior software engineer at Johnson Controls. He's in Dublin. And Vikash Krishnan, he's in Frankfurt, Germany. 2011 pass out from CMS Kanpur Road, a software engineer. So we are lucky to have both of them together here. We also have many other principals whom we'll be calling as and when we proceed.
Abha Anand ma'am's son is here.
And of course, we have Akash Deep Maheshwari, son of Mrs. Abha Anand. and also grandson of one of the general secretary of CMS. I meant to say one of the management members of CMS, Mr. R.C. Gupta. So we are very happy that Akash is here, and we'll just invite you, Akash, in a short while. And Rajat has been waiting for long. So over to Rajat from London. Please introduce yourself. Rajat, are you here?
Hi, Shishi. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good morning from London and afternoon to everyone. It's an honor, really an honor, and I'm telling you, it was not.
Rajat, can you be a bit louder, please? Thank you.
Can you hear me now? Much better?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So currently I'm in London right now, and it's an honor and really grateful to be present among yourself, like everyone over here. To be honest, seeing everyone, I really recognize quite a lot of faces, and being here, like studying in CMS for almost 15 years was a great experience, which I carry with me right now. I would like to mention that I'm from CMS Gomti Nagar 2009 batch. And before that, I completed my high school from 2007 in CMS Indiranagar branch. So I would like to mention that branch also, because it's been a 15-year journey with CMS, and in 12 years, I was in Indiranagar. And currently, I'm working as a management consultant for a firm, Italian firm, which is known as BAPE. And before this, I was working back in India for almost 7 years in the firms like Accenture and Deloitte for 3 years, and Ernst & Young for a couple of years. And after that, I decided I should go ahead for my master's, and that landed me in London, UK for completing my MBA. So once I completed my MBA, I started working here as a management consultant, and it's been like a couple of years in London now. So looking forward for many more years over here. So apart from that, about my professional things, I would really like to mention the fond memories of CMS. I would say going on the CSB camp, which was one of the favorite part of my journey in school, being part of Chief Justice Conference, as one of my mates mentioned before, and the platform which CMS gave us, I would say the values which was built in me, and the when we used to participate in the annual functions, that kind of platform, or that kind of sporting opportunities which were given to us made what we are today. It gave us the confidence to come up and showcase what we are capable of in the world around. So thank you, everyone. And I would really like to mention Manju Anand ma'am, who is present here. I remember her. She used to teach me English literature when I was in CMS Indiranagar branch. And I would like to mention respected Batra ma'am, who was my principal when I was in CMS Gomti Nagar for my 11th and 12th. So I used to, go here and there, participate in table tennis, badminton kind of sports. And that was one of the fond memory. I used to go to different cities and try to bring some laurels for CMS. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shishir.
Thank you so much, Rajat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lovely choreograph which, until date. And it's so nice to know that you have such beautiful memories of your school, regaling and reminiscing all those wonderful events that you were a part of. And now I'd like to invite Ms. Vaishnavi Tiwari, if she's here. Research engineer, French Alternative Energies at Atomic Energy Commission, France. She's based out of France, and she's a pass out from Gomti Nagar Campus 1 in the year 2010, batch 2010. Vaishnavi, are you here?
She has sent a message saying that she has a research assignment sudden, so she has to catch a flight.
I see. So perhaps she would join us later. We are hopeful that she would. Next, I'd like to invite Mr. Mudhis Srivastava, data analyst, Meta, based out of Dublin, Ireland, pass out from Gomti Nagar Campus 1, batch 2011. Mudit, are you here?
No, he's also not joined yet. He may join later.
All right.
Akshay Tandon.
Okay, next we move to Mr. Akshay Tandon, founder Stack Guardian, based out of Munich, Germany, pass out from Gomti Nagar Campus 1, 2012 batch.
He's joined. He's joined. He passed away.
Akshat is here.
No.
Perhaps he'll join us in a bit. I'm told that Dr. Vikas Dubey has joined us, and he's a scientist at Fraunhofer ENAS, Chemnitz, Germany, and is a pass out from Gomti Nagar Campus 1, 2006 batch. Dr. Vikas. Vikas, are you here?
Yes, thank you very much, ma'am. It was a very nice introduction. Hello, this is Vikas Dubey. I passed from Gomti Nagar in 2006. I joined, I started my class 8 onwards, class 6 onwards, my journey with CMS. I had a very good opportunity to learn a lot of new things at CMS, especially all the co-curricular activities that we're doing. After I finished my my studies at CMS, I joined as a PhD scholar at KU Leuven in Belgium. I was also there in the CMS Alumni in 2018 and 19 that we hosted at CMS Gomti Nagar Campus 2, the new one. It was nice and fantastic to see how CMS is growing and how it is evolving with time and how they are supporting all the new students. Apparently, after this, I joined as a scientist at Fraunhofer ENAS, which is basically where we work on microelectronics components. I'd really be happy if further people would like to connect with me on WhatsApp or other groups. That would be nice. I look forward to seeing you all, and yeah, most welcome. And let's connect and make CMS more proud in Europe. Yeah.
So just to let you know, Vikas, I'm hoping that you've been receiving the alumni newsletter regularly.
Yes.
And yeah, there's an email ID of the alumni coordinator there in each of those newsletters that you must have received, through which you should be able to connect with your parent campus. And then perhaps we create a group, which is campus-wise, a WhatsApp group. And then all of us sort of put in our information about each other together and establish that strong connect, grab every conceivable opportunity that we have to rub shoulders and exchange notes, you know, and be there for each other. So that would be lovely.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vikas.
No problem.
Now, I'd like to invite Mr. Akashdeep Maheshwari. He's the son of the current principal of Gomti Nagar Campus 1, Mrs. Abha Anand. He's currently Global Food Demand Coordinator at IKEA. He's based out of Sweden, and he's a pass out from Gomti Nagar Campus 1, batch 2013. Prior to his Gomti Nagar Campus 1 stint, he was at Mahanagar, the then Campus 2, the PAC campus. So Akashdeep Maheshwari, I'd like you to speak with her. Akashdeep.
Hello. Hello. Hi, do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear
Wonderful.
you. We'd like to see you
Hi.
also.
If possible.
Actually, I'm traveling with a few colleagues of mine.
All right.
That's why I cannot have my camera on. But thank you for the lovely introduction and the background. Yes, I have been to multiple branches before actually finally passing out from Gomti Nagar. And I've had very, very fond memories all throughout. My school life starting with Aliganj, then to Anand Nagar, then to Mahanagar, and then finally ending up at Gomti Nagar for my last 2 years. Post that, I did my mechanical engineering in India at Manipal and worked with Rolls-Royce for 2 years. And after that, I ended up coming to Sweden to do my master's in logistics and supply chain management. And post which I also ended up working with IKEA Food for the last 1.5 years. So yeah, that is a bit about myself. Really happy that we had the opportunity to sort of connect, and lovely to see the fact that we have so many of us who were able to connect during this short time ever since I think this initiative was started. So yeah, lovely, and I'm very happy to be here.
Lovely to have you on board, Akashdeep, and God bless. We'd like to invite Ms. Medha Asija, who is a student from UCD Dublin. Needless to say, based out of Dublin, Ireland, and she's a pass out from Gomti Nagar Campus 1, batch 2014. Medha Asija. Medha, are you here, Beta?
I think she was here in the beginning. She did say hello to us.
All right, so maybe she'll join in a bit.
Do we have Miss Prachi Srivastava from France?
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, hello Prachi. Yes.
So nice to meet you all. I'm Prachi. I'm from Gomti Nagar Campus 1. And I love my time there, obviously. And one of my favorite memories is when we went for competitions. So I got the opportunity to go to Singapore and even Mauritius for the quality control circles competitions. And it was just amazing. And I think that is what inspired me to go abroad later on. So after CMS, I went to Pune for my undergrad. And then after that, I lived in Paris and London. So currently I'm working remotely for a company in Switzerland, and it's lovely to connect with you all. And so nice.
Yeah. So next, yeah, this is Prachi. You can see this is where she is in the lovely city of Paris. She passed out in 2015, 7 years ago, from Gomti Nagar 1. Next, we have Ankish Raj Prajapati. Ankish, are you here?
Hi, yeah.
Yeah, Ankish is from Dublin, Ireland. He's a developer at KPMG Ireland. And he's also, I think, believe batchmate of Prachi.
Sorry, I actually graduated in 2016, so I'm a batchmate of Sagarika, Suryansh, and Avantika.
Yes, please go ahead and introduce yourself, Ankish.
So, hi, I'm Ankish. I graduated from Cms Gomti Nagar 1 in 2016, like I said. Abha Anand ma'am was my principal at the time. A couple of years before that, Manjeet Batra ma'am was as well. And Chandra ma'am was yeah, like she introduced us to study abroad. She introduced us to all these things, and she knows like every day I would like be in her office, like, you know, oh, this essay, this application, this something. And yeah, sorry, a bit about myself. I took a gap year after CMS, and then I went to UCD for my undergrad in computer science. And since for about a year now, I've been working in nice music. About a year now, I've been working in KPMG now as a developer. So yeah.
Hi, Ankish.
Hi, Chandra ma'am, how are you?
Good to see you here. Good to see you
I can see how early it is for you. Oh, yeah, no, very nice to see you again, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. And whenever I see you, I remember of Everyone Grows, your initiative.
Yeah, yeah, I think that was one of the biggest things we ever did.
Yeah, good to see you. I'll catch you again. Yeah.
Thanks, ma'am.
I'm not sure if you can hear me. I have no audio.
I can hear you, but I'm not sure if others can.
Yeah, we can. I have audio. Yeah. So I completed my bachelor's after CMS from Chennai, SRM University. And after that, I worked for 2 years with Bank of America. And then I started my master's from Norway in 2021. So currently, I'm actually pursuing my master's as well as I'm working with PwC as a senior developer in Oslo. And probably my next semester will be in Munich with TU Munich. And it has been a really great experience so far. And definitely, I think being in India, definitely we were aware of how strong the network of CMS was, but I think I'll share a quick experience with how I felt the power of CMS was outside India was when the first person I met in Norway, she told me that she has been to a school in Lucknow called CMS, where she was a part of one of the international math Olympiads. So that's when I really realized how strong the network of CMS has been. And I started studying in CMS when it was still just Gomti Nagar in 2008, I think. And then I passed when CMS Gomti Nagar 1 and 2 were finally established with our new principal, Ma'am Abhanand. And it has definitely been a great experience.
Varun, while others are waiting to speak, just to say this is fantastic to hear of your journey and your experiences. So wonderful.
Thank you.
Have we lost Shishir, or is somebody speaking from the central team? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. I think Shishir is muted.
Somebody is speaking.
Yeah,
Harshit Jha. And he's not unmuted. He's muted.
Okay.
Right.
I believe he can hear me now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are hearing.
Yeah. So I was just trying to invite Dr. Manju Anand from Gomti Nagar Campus 1 because she is an alumni coordinator. Just to say hello to all those of you who are here. She's been working very hard to bring you as well, along with Mrs. Chandra Kundra.
Hello, ma'am. Hello to everyone. Jai Jagat to everyone. We are so happy that you all are here and you can watch us once again. Although I'm not very old in GN1, of course, one of the students from Indranagar could recognize me, that Rajat Yadav. So long back, I am also half alumni of CMS, and then I came back. And the love for CMS could not be resisted in my heart and soul. So I came back for my last years to be spent in CMS, especially. So I'm very happy to be alumni coordinator and very, very happy to see all of you here from the Europe. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. And next we would like to invite... Yes, please. Buddy, you would like to say something? Next, we would like to invite Sagarika Mishra from Dublin, Ireland. She is a student at Trinity College, Dublin. And also in waiting is Advant Mishra, undergrad student at Coventry, United Kingdom. Are you here, Sagarika?
Hi, I'm here. Thank you for having me. I'm also from CMS Gomti Nagar for 2 years. As Ankish mentioned, me, Ankish, Avantika, Suryansh, I also see Damian's here. All of us are from the same branch. And Abha ma'am was our principal, and I saw Kundra ma'am is here, who basically introduced the idea of study abroad to all of us and helped us make the decision to get out of the country and see more of the world. So yeah, I am pursuing my master's here in Trinity in management and looking forward to what comes next.
Great. Thank you. So over to Vera ma'am. I think you can invite Advant and Rudra Pratap Singh.
Is Advant here?
Excuse me, Advant has been, I think, removed. He has given me this message that I don't know from where this glitch is coming for the sound. Please ask the host to let him in.
Okay.
Can Advant be allowed, please? Control room.
As soon as he tries to join, we'll allow him.
All right.
So you may just drop a message now.
Next, we'd like to invite Mr. Rudra Pratap Singh. He's based out of Germany. He's pursuing his master's presumably there. We don't have the details of what the course that he's pursuing. He's from Gomti Nagar Campus 2, batch 2021.
Saarbrücken, a very prosperous city in Germany.
Yeah, thank you so much for the introduction. I just passed last year, so I'm doing my bachelor's here in computer science. And I studied in CMS for 6 years, from class 7 to 12. And after that, I went to study German in order to pursue my bachelor's, and I'm here this year. And I can, as I can see, Batra ma'am and Gandhi sir, I remember all those faces, and I don't know if Banerjee ma'am is also here. So yeah.
Hi Rudra, I'm there.
Hello,
She's there.
Rudra.
She's there.
Hello.
How can we
Good
forget
seeing
our
you
head boy,
again.
Rudra?
Yes, yes, that I was about to tell that my best memory is that I was given the opportunity to be the head boy of CMS Gomti Nagar Extension for like 2 years. But yeah, the last year was due to Corona. I didn't get the opportunity to be in the place. So yeah, so that is it. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to ask anything.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you,
Rudra. Next, we have, thank you, Rudra. This was lovely, and more catch up to do in the breakout sessions. And Sangeeta ma'am is all smiles. You know, a lot of blessings going your way to the UK, to Germany, and I'm sure you're receiving them all from Ma'am and Sangeeta ma'am. Next, we have Dr. Nilab Ranjan. He's head of regulatory affairs and Silk, based out of Hamburg, Munich, and he's a pass out from Kanpur Road 2000 batch. Dr. Nilab.
Jai Jagat to everybody. My name is Dr. Nilab Ranjan. I'm based in Hamburg, but I'm working for a company in Munich. It's called Amsilk. It's a biotech company. We produce spider silk as a material, as a sustainable material, genetically, and this is used for various purposes like coating medical devices, and also as well as coating the insides of the new Mercedes, a sustainable car that has been built in Germany latest. So, you know, I'm a biotechnologist. I have been studying in CMS in year 2000. I'm a 2000 pass out. And I have fond memories of Mr. Gandhi being there in the parks and you know, speaking about world peace. And I suddenly recall that you know, the things he used to tell us about the how a war can actually put human lives in danger and put the world peace. You know, in any region, if there's a war, this can affect lives throughout the world. It is visible right now. So I remember the things that he used to say, and you know, he has also inspired a lot of thought process regarding this world peace. So I'm actually a part of a council here in my city, which is right now involved in boycotting this war. So I use pretty much of what he has been propagating, you know, to explain the harms of war and basically how we can get back to normalcy as soon as possible. So this is you know, something which I carry from my alma mater. A lot of things relate to world peace, and also I think in CMS, the 2 years that I spent, they really were wonderful years. I had my brothers also studying there, so I used to visit the campus often, and you know, I think we also feel the need that such institutions should be not only just in Lucknow, they should be also based abroad, so that you know, our children can also get the similar kind of education that we used to get. And in this regard, I would request Mr. Gandhi to consider this, that now it's time to go global. Basically, your ideas are required in different parts of the world to be propagated. So you should be also having your branches abroad. And having said that, I would wish that this alumni association can share ideas, can join hands in any kind of collaborative projects. I would welcome everybody to basically join hands in kind of doing good to the humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nilab. That's amazing of you. I think our founders have been looking forward to such a day when an alumnus like you comes and shares brilliant ideas like this, that you have joined a World Peace Council all the way in Munich, one of the costliest cities to live in, especially in Europe and Germany. And all the more you're working for world peace along with developing sustainable material for a better world. So a unique combination. And I'm sure this is the right time when our founders are very, very happy having an alumnus like you who is keeping on with the mission of world unity and world peace. And yes, I see more than 80 people have joined. And the best part is that more than 35 of you who are here are actually abroad. So that's the vision of our founders, to send as many people like you. And through you, the global mindset is also going worldwide. We have now, we'll now like to invite more alumni from CMS Kanpur Road campus. We have the Krishnan brothers, Mr. Vignesh Krishnan, he's in Dublin, Ireland. We'll invite him first, he's the elder. And then Mr. Vikash Krishnan from Frankfurt, Germany. So over to Mr. Vignesh Krishnan.
Thank you so much, Shishir sir, and good morning and good afternoon to everyone present here. It's an honor and privilege to attend this event, and I'm really thankful to the CMS family for organizing such an event. Just to give a brief about myself, my name is Vignesh. I was there in CMS for like 7 years, from class 6 to 12 in Kanpur Road branch. And CMS really helped me in grooming what I am today. So I completely owe my, a majority of my life to the CMS family, like what they inculcated in me. So some fun memories that I have is like I got an opportunity to be the prefect, like the captain of Unity House and discipline in charge in class 8. And got the opportunity to be a part of ICSQCC, CISV, and several international events organized there. And I really miss those days, I would say. And I really miss Kamran ma'am and my other teachers. I'm still in connect with a lot of my colleagues, classmates who are now settled in different parts of the world, and we just cherish those beautiful memories about our school days. And it's a really exciting opportunity for me to be a part here. So to brief about myself, currently I'm working with Johnson Controls as a senior software engineer in Dublin here. So I'm managing a team of 5 and working on, like, my recent project that I'm working on is the upcoming FIFA World Cup. We are helping in setting up the FIFA Command Center that is there in Qatar. So yeah, really excited, and that's about myself. Thank you so much. All the best, everyone, for your future endeavors.
Right. Thank you. Vignesh is a senior software engineer living in Dublin, Ireland, and he's a 2009 pass out, working at Johnson Controls. And now we would like to invite the second son of Mrs. Jayashree Krishna, who's also alumnus of CMS Kanpur Road campus, Mr. Vikash Krishnan. Yes, please.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me all? I think my voice is echoing. Is my voice audible? Okay, cool. So yeah, so guten Morgen or guten Tag, as we call in Deutsch. So good morning to everyone in Europe, and good afternoon to everyone in India. And so I'm living in Frankfurt right now, and it's a great honor to be a part of this alumni meeting. And I'm really glad and really thankful to all the organizers and all the principals I can see. And as a proud ex-student and as a proud son of my mother, and I still hear a lot of stories from my mother regarding CMS, even though I'm passed out. So in 2011 in Kanpur Road. And it's been a great journey for me in Kanpur Road. It has it has given me a lot of memories and a lot of opportunities. And I still remember, as my brother said, this ICSQCC event and this Chief Justice and CISV camps. It was amazing under Kamran ma'am and all other teachers in Kanpur Road. And it has really taught me a lot of things, like how to forget a stage fear, going on debates, talking to higher people, higher management people, and talking freely, open-minded, and just interacting with everyone across Europe and having great networking skills. And like my journey till here has been really great. I studied my bachelor's in Anna University, Chennai. And then I moved to Germany in 2019 for my master's. And I did my master's in software engineering from Hope University of Applied Sciences. And currently I'm working as a software engineer in Commerce Bank in Frankfurt. So I've like been a long time with financial services, working for banks. I was working with Standard Chartered Bank in Bangalore, and now I'm continuing my journey here in Germany, and it's pretty good. And I think all of the alumni in Europe, they know it. It's a great opportunity here. So I would like to thank everyone, and it's really nice to see you all. Thank you all.
Right. So thank you so much, Vikash. You're there in Frankfurt, which happens to be one of the biggest hubs in Europe as far as connectivity is concerned. So we do hope to reach you someday or the other. And whenever you are in Lucknow, please do come. We'd just like to invite Mrs. Jayashree Krishna to say a few words, how proud she must be today. Both her sons are well settled in Europe. Ma'am, can you say a few words if you are available?
Must have joined that meeting.
Okay. She is perhaps in a meeting now. Anyway, we have now people coming from UK. Miss
Thank you,
Jayatvi. Okay, Jayashree ma'am is here.
First meeting. I'm not able to say much. You can please carry on.
Okay.
Right, ma'am.
Right, ma'am. We understand you're busy now in a meeting. So we have Miss Jayatvi Bhadwar. Are you here? She is a student at Kingston University in London, UK. Are you here? She hasn't joined till now. Miss Nimisha Joshi from Manchester. No. I can see Miss Shreya Bundel and her father. Shreya, are you here?
Yeah. Session can be ended up.
Yeah, Mr. Bundel, Mr. BL Bundel is here, I believe. Okay, perhaps Shreya is traveling right now. Maybe she'll join us later. Mr. Nalin Seth is here with us. Nalin, are you here?
Hi, Sher. Hi, everyone. Yeah.
Hi, Nalin. Nalin is from Dublin, Ireland. He's a 2014 Mahanagar pass out and a process engineer at Intel. We would like you to introduce yourself and say a few words. Yes, Nalin.
Thanks, Shishir. Yeah, thanks, everyone. As if you know, Shishir has introduced me already. So I studied in CMS Mahanagar for 4 years, from 9 to 12. And yeah, CMS has really groomed me from where I came from. I came from a really small town when I joined class 9. And from there, yeah, the journey has been really good. After I passed CMS, I went for my bachelor's in UCD in 2014, and I was been there for like 4 years. And after that, I worked currently working for Intel, and yeah, it's been pretty good experience so far. I think I remember meeting in 2016 one of my teachers, Shashi ma'am. She was my chemistry teacher, and yeah, it was a good experience. And yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to come in Lucknow because my parents have moved out. So yeah, it's a good
but
way.
Whenever you're coming to India, please do come and visit us.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah. Cheers. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Just to let everybody know that we're planning face-to-face meets as per your availability. And this is going to be a regular ongoing feature. So we predetermine a day. And when I say a day, for instance, just to give you an example, should it be the second Saturday of December for Mahanagar? It's like a predetermined day. So every year you can plan your vacation around it so that you are here in India for the campus meet and can connect with each other and have a good time. So is that a good idea? If yes, show me a thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. So now, thank you, Nalin. And we look forward to meeting you. I'd like to invite Ms. Avantika Pandey next. Avantika Pandey, she is working for Ernst & Young. She's based out of Dublin, Ireland, and she's a pass out from Mahanagar campus, batch 2016. She's the daughter of the senior principal of Rajajipuram 1 campus, Mrs. Nisha Pandey. Avantika, let's see you.
Hello, ma'am. Can you see me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we can
can.
hear you.
Hi, everyone. I am Avantika. I'm actually an alumni of both CMS Gomti Nagar and Mahanagar 2. I attended CMS Gomti Nagar until my class 9th with Batra ma'am, and then I moved to Mahanagar. And I also believe, Vera ma'am, I was your last batch in Mahanagar, and then you moved to Chalk.
Yes.
So after clearing my 12th, I moved to Dublin here to do my bachelor's in commerce with UCD, and now I'm a senior associate here in EY. I'm also doing my exams, ACA exams here, which is equivalent to CA in India. So next year, hopefully, I'm qualified. And it's great to catch up with everyone here, especially Vera ma'am. I've been seeing you after so long.
So good to see you, Beta. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. God bless you.
Same here, ma'am. And I hope to chat more in the breakout rooms.
Yes.
Hi, Avantika. Good to see you, Beta.
Hi, Chandra ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, good. Very good.
Yeah.
Very happy to see you here.
Same here, ma'am.
Oh, nice this is. Thank you, Avantika. And a lot of catch up to do in the breakout sessions. I'd now like to take this opportunity to invite Mr. Damian Abraham. And Damian moved to Dublin, Ireland very recently. He's pursuing his master's from Trinity College, Dublin. And he's a pass out from Mahanagar, 2016 batch. He's a batchmate of Avantika Pandey. So Damian, are you here?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. If it's good afternoon, yeah, good afternoon, everyone. This is Damian Abraham, 2016 pass out from Mahanagar campus. I had Vera ma'am as my principal last time. And so, yeah, I did my BTech from Coimbatore in India. So in BTech Mechanical Engineering, from there on, I went to work with Tata Consumer Products for a year, and then switched to a tech company in Byju's. Then I decided that I'll pursue my master's in Ireland. So currently I'm here in Ireland. I'll just start my academic section within 2 days. So looking forward to meet you all. It's so great to see you, ma'am. And so, we have the party sir too. Thank you so much, sir, for coming in. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
God bless you, Damian. And you're
Thank
about to set out on a new journey. You said
Yeah.
you'll begin with your course 2 days from now.
Yeah, right.
All best, do very, very well.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you all.
We have a student from UCD Dublin, University College Dublin, Ireland. 2014 pass out from Gomti Nagar campus 1. Medha Asija. Are you here, Medha?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes. So
Yeah. Yeah, hi, everyone. Sure. So I graduated in 2014 from the CMS Gomti Nagar branch, and I studied there for 2 years in my 11th and 12th, prior to which I was in the CMS Kanpur Road branch. And after moving from CMS, I did my engineering from IIT Kharagpur. I worked with Deutsche Bank for 2 years in India, and now I'm doing my MBA at IIM Calcutta. As a part of my semester exchange, I'm here at Dublin. I was very fortunate to, I arrived here a week ago, and coincidentally, the CMS Europe chapter alumni meet was also organized. I was quite lucky to attend that. I have very fond memories of CMS. I remember that I shifted to CMS because it had a very good reputation in terms of studies, and it really lived very well to that. And I remember when I was in class 10th, and prior to our boards, we had a principal, Miss Vinita Kamran, and she visited a few children's homes to distribute sweets and some other gifts just to motivate us and tell us to do good for our boards. So my parents and my grandmother specifically, she was very happy that the teachers and the principals took out time to visit our homes. And even when I moved to the Gomti Nagar branch, I was with the FITZI Pinnacle batch, but our teachers were very supportive. And I particularly remember Harish sir. He was our physical education teacher, And since he knew that the Pinnacle students were quite stressed with their studies, he always ensured to, come to the class in a very cheerful way and talk to all of us. And like, he sometimes used to take us out to the field, and sometimes he just used to keep us very cheerful. So I have very, very fond memories of CMS. And in fact, since I'm still in my kind of early career, early education phase, I think that I owe a lot of my success to CMS and the kind of environment that it provided me with.
Very good.
Very nice to hear from you. Over to Vera ma'am to invite next.
Yes, thank you so much, Medha. And now it's time for me to invite Akshay Tandon, who is a scientist, Airbus, Autobahn, Germany is where he's based out of. And he's a pass out from Rajajipuram Campus 1, batch 2007. Akshay, are you there?
Not as of now.
All right.
Harshit Jha is here.
Harshit Jha is here, I'm told. He's a consulting manager with Genpact, and he's based out of London, UK. He's a pass out from Rajajipuram Campus 1, batch 2013. Harshit, are you here, son?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Jai Jagat, everyone. It's honestly a privilege to be here. See all of you again. See Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, Deepak sir, Dr. Bharti, and it's honestly like surreal to, after so many years. It's going to be 10 years next year that I'll be passing out, and honestly, at Rajajipuram Campus 1, I spent 12 years of cherished memories. Honestly, a lot of things which I know today, even English, even swimming, even my marks, the personality I have, everything, the credit goes to those 12 years of founding. So on to my journey, I after my graduation in computer science back in 2017 from SRM University, I went on to do my MBA. That was back in 2018, and that was from SDA Bocconi in Mumbai. After that, I decided actually to do another master's. So I came here to London, and that's when I joined Imperial College for doing a master's in marketing. And a master's, in fact, recently got over, and I'd be joining Genpact like 2 days from now. So I'll be working there as a manager in digital transformation and services. But honestly, all of this could have been possible because of the memories, because of the values that have been imparted. Even before coming outside, even before becoming an international student, we have been imparted those values to value global citizenship, to see the world as one, to unite and be a part of the world, and not just India, not just Lucknow, not just CMS, but to see everyone equal. And I think those values are kind of propagating here now in corporate world, in the world, the whole world talks about it, the things which we have been taught in CMS. I very clearly remember going on school trips. I was surprised that no one spoke about school trips so far. It was so fun going on school trips. We went for Darjeeling once, and with Deepak sir, we went to Goa as well. So that was my second. And a lot of learning, we learned how to travel in a very safe atmosphere. Much before we traveled outside, we came here. Those were a lot of learnings and a lot of values, again, outside of the school, being with your teachers, being with your classmates. So honestly, it has been a wonderful journey at CMS. I also
think
remember
Deepak sir is here.
Yes,
He's
yes.
the alumni coordinator for Rajajipuram 1. Maybe Deepak sir, you'd like to say hello to your student?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Jai Jagat, everyone. It's so beautiful to see all of you here. And, just listening to all those success stories here, my hemoglobin level is really, rising up and up. So fantastic. Keep doing very well, and just be connected with all of us. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
So that was lovely, Harshit. And thank you, Mr. Deepak Nigam. now time for me to invite Miss Ayushi Shukla, and she's a student at Geneva School of Diplomacy. She's based out of Switzerland, Geneva, pass out from Rajajipuram Campus 1, 2020. Is she here, Ayushi?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. What a way to start weekend, isn't it? It's an absolute honor to share this space with such dignitaries. I've only just started. It's been just 2 years, but I'm here, like hearing these experiences would only add on to my future journey. So to give you a little insight to my journey was I did nothing which was outside of CMS. It was so like an absolute opportunity that was unimaginable to give a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old a chance to actually compare and host and especially organize an international fest. Even here, when I tell my colleagues, my fellow students that I've hosted 5 international fests, they're like absolute in shock that, how can someone like, I graduated when I was just 16 and a half, and I did whole of my schooling in CMS, all 15 years, and never went to any other school. So yeah, my whole journey was in CMS Rajajipuram 1. So especially Mrs. Nisha Pandey, when she trusted me to actually host these international festivals, it gave me a confidence, not only in public speaking, but actually it developed all of my character. So my personality off mic and on mic is completely different. And a major portion of my success goes to my teacher guardian, Mr. Deepak Nigam, who has always pushed me ahead. I've been to multiple competitions, and he made sure that I was not only directed towards comparing, hosting, and public speaking, but also focusing on my academic career. So I got 100% scholarship to Geneva School of Diplomacy, and I got into the top universities in the world eventually after my class 12. Yeah, so it's been a very short journey. It's just been 2 years, but yeah, I worked with International Criminal Court, and yeah, now I'm gonna start working with the Permanent Mission of Afghanistan and Permanent Mission of Bhutan in Geneva. So it's been a very long haul to the Netherlands, Geneva, and again, I'm living here right now in France because I have some things to do here. But I think I have more than 100 certificates, and none of them are outside school. Everything that I've done in my life comes from CMS. And my roots are in CMS so deep that, I cannot recall a moment in my life that I was not a student of CMS or was not somehow involved in these activities altogether. So it's just been like, I'm still doing my second year of bachelor's, but yeah, it's a long way to go. And I really hope that this all experience that I'm gonna get with these and yeah, I'm sorry for taking so long, but I just forgot to add this one very big statement. I'm studying diplomacy, international relations right now. And I said it in multiple platforms, even on the interviews, that the only reason for choosing diplomacy was because I got introduced to world parliaments, introduced by Dr. Jagdish Gandhi World Unity Prize. I was a part of every MUN that happened in CMS. So the only reason for my choose of career was these world parliaments. And special thanks to Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, Dr. Bharati Gandhi for giving me such a big opportunity. Thank you.
Ayushi, I would like to tell everybody that ever since you qualified for the Geneva School of Diplomacy, our respected founders and your principal have been mentioning how you got into it, how committed you were towards the Chief Justices Conference, towards the World Parliament and the Model United Nations. So you interacted with one of the Chief Justices. So just for the sake of everybody's knowledge, Ayushi had a chance to interact with one of the international judges of the criminal court. Would you like to mention about it, how you got into the Geneva School of Diplomacy? Yes, please.
Sure.
I was only 15 years old when I compared, and I was part of MUN at the International Conference of the Chief Justice of the World in 2017 and 17-18 as I recall. And I was representing Netherlands. So at that point of time, the representative of Netherlands was the Chief Justice of International Criminal Court. So I got a chance to talk to him, and I told him about my academics, and I told him that I was interested in studying abroad and starting a career in diplomacy. And I told him all my inspiration and motivation from my school and, my academics. So he got in touch with me later that day. He asked my principal that if he could send Ayushi to me, and my principal, Mrs. Nisha Pandey, she ran all the way. She had made multiple calls to the to the school to send Ayushi wherever I was. So I went from Rajajipuram to Kanpur Road in a school van with my library teacher, Mrs. Mamta. So yeah, I was there, and yeah, we had a conversation, and ever since till today, I've worked with him. I got a letter of recommendation. So yeah, that was a pretty much add-on, and that's how my profile increased 100%, times 100. Yeah, apart from that, it has been he introduced me to other dignitaries as well. So I would say it's just that, like I said again, nothing in my life has been apart from CMS. Everything that I've got is somehow related to CMS. So yeah.
So you are a child of both destiny as well as hard work, because you were representing Netherlands. Fortunately, the Chief Justice was from that place. So our founder manager, Dr. Gandhi, is very happy at this moment, I can see. So would you like to say a few words to Ayushi, or would you like, we'd invite you after 2-3 more people that are remaining? So I think Gandhi sir would like to just bless you after.
May I say a few words?
Yes, Dr. Bharti Gandhi ma'am would like to say something. Yes.
Because when I see the plants growing and fruition is taking place, how much, it is a feeling of great achievement that CMS could do something for the building of life of the world citizens. Do you know what is happening in the world? Who doesn't know? So, as you know, these Chief Justices conferences have been organized right from 1999. This year it will be the 23rd conference. All these justices, legal luminaries who come to India, they say, rather they pass a resolution, Lucknow chapter, what is it? Lucknow resolution.
Lucknow Declaration, ma'am.
Lucknow Declaration, thank you. And what they write in the declaration, they write that this is the time to form the world government. I think Shishir will be sending you a copy of the resolution.
Yes. I'll have it sent on the WhatsApp group. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And when they pass this resolution, then when I get a chance, I ask them how you will do it. So what is the reply? The reply is, we want to do it, but we do not have any manpower with us. We have only a few clerical staff or legal staff. So what is my reply to them? My reply to them is that all over the world,
This was custom.
CMS students are there either as students or as residents. They are your workers. Am I right, Ayushi Shukla?
Very much so, ma'am.
Which country are you now?
Right now, I'm actually at the border of France and Switzerland. I'm at Ferney because I'm working here and I'm studying in Geneva, so I have to travel a lot.
Oh my God. So, once I went to Israel and I was in Haifa, and the justices who came from Israel, even the Chief Justice of Israel came to India. So he was in Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The
So
holy
what
city.
happened? He invited me at his place. And I agreed, but ultimately I had to regret. And he was very sorry. He said, I have invited so many judges to meet you in your honor. Oh my God, I'm honorable. Do you know a teacher is honorable? Okay. So that honorable teacher could not go. And he wrote such a loving message. And he is the one who does not have any worker. Okay. So our students are his workers or their workers. And in this way, you know what happened? One of the students of CMS went to Egypt and he wanted to have a research on a very, very, expensive type of, what do you say, subject. What was her subject? His subject was archaeology. So he wanted to visit the ancient of the ancient of the ancient writings and the sculptures and the remains and everything, which was very expensive. But he got just like that,
Going to be 5.
and he has become the world historian.
No, 4 are left.
Came to India and he
5
opened
then.
his mouth and he knew so many languages. He could read so many inscriptions. My God! So now you are a world citizen. Now you have to make what? World government, which all the chief justices of the world want to achieve. Now the world is at a crossroad. There is some possibility of annihilation. We are at the verge of annihilation everywhere except in India. So even then, I took the risk of sending my grandchild to Chicago, Illinois University, although I know it is the Doomsday or Demon's Day, kya kehte hain usko? Doomsday.
Doomsday.
This is the doomsday. Still I have sent, because I know I have already sent so many children out. You are also my children. Okay, my dear children. So do something, and how you will bring world government? By Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. By unification of mankind. The whole mankind is one. I read for you. It is not for him to pride himself who loveth his own country, but rather for him who loveth the whole world. The earth is but one country and mankind is citizens. So you are world citizen and you have to unite the world as you have learned Jai Jagat in this school, and you know unity of religions, unity of caste, creed, unity of black and white, unity of races, unity of sex, girl or boy, and unity of hearts. Are you united in your hearts? Yes. Congratulations. All the best until the goal is achieved. I am trying and trying. What is the thing? वीरों की ये बाट भाई, कायर का नहीं काम रे, सिर पर बांध कफन जो निकले, बिन सोचे परिणाम ने। अरे खाना वाना तो सबको मिलता है, कैदी को भी मिलता है। जिनको लगी सेवा की लगन, कुर्बानी का जिन पे रंग चढ़ा, ऐसे मस्त कहाँ रहते हैं, ऐसे मस्त कहाँ लेते हैं, सुख और चैन का नाम रे। वीरों की ये बाट भाई, कायर का नहीं काम रे।
ठीक है।
और शिशिर भी उनमें से एक है।
नहीं मैम। All of us are at your service, ma'am, and in the service of the world.
To organize a world government, the world government.
Right.
Then there will be no war. You want no war?
You don't want war.
That's right. So this is the solution.
Right.
And you are in Europe, you can make noise there more than what we can make noise in India.
That's true. So Ayushi, God has again made you a destiny's child, right? In the mid of crisis lies the opportunity, as they say. And we are very fortunate that you are in a country that is surrounded with so many national boundaries. And Europe, as it is, happens to be the center of the world at the moment. So we hope you will carry on with the values, the vision, and the mission of CMS and bring together world unity and world peace for us. We have high hopes, not just from Ayushi, but from all our alumni who are there in Europe. And over to our next alumnus, Mr. Vikki Shukla. Are you here? So I'll just quickly announce names. Please say yes if you're here. Ruchir Ravindra, Amit Kumar Srivastava from London. Are you here? Yes. Amit Kumar Srivastava, Station Road pass out. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Hi, sir. So I see a lot of faces which are very, very young. You passed out, say, in 2000 or 2010 or 20. But I'm coming from 1989. I studied my 12 years in CMS, and my principal was Mrs. Batra. My geography teacher was Sangeeta Banerjee ma'am, and we have fond memories of those times. After passing out, I did my engineering from REC Nagpur. Then I went to join Wipro in Delhi. 2002, I moved to US, New York. I was there for a couple of years. And 2005 onwards, I'm in London. So last 15, 17 years, I've been in London. Now, I have very fond memories because at that time, Mrs. Gandhi, Mr. Gandhi, are my favorite or my most cherished memories was around when we will get these certificates. And at that time, when you come first, second, or third, you'll get money or notes in those certificates. And Batra ma'am will call our name. We'll walk up the stage and then she will present that. So that's something which stuck with me because the whole day we'll be happy because we had certain money with us. Similarly, my fond memories were around Ravindralaya. So we used to have this whole, I don't know if you still have that, but Ravindralaya, we will have our gowns and all. We'll prepare for skits. We'll listen to Mr. Gandhi's and Mrs. Gandhi's talks. And KD Singh Stadium, where we'll have our annual function. So I have very good memories of CMS. And I'm still in touch with my CMS group. So there are a couple actually, one in Sweden and a couple of there in London. They're not in this meeting, but I think I will get them next time. I'll mention that and get them on this meeting as well. Apart from that, I still have I belong to Rajajipuram. So I still visit, my parents are there. So I still visit Lucknow, try to make it every year in Diwali or around that time. So it will be good to catch up with you all, and any help you need from me or any guidance. I work for a startup which works in AI. We create digital avatars or digital employees based on natural language processing. So yeah, AI-based startup, which is a US-based startup, and I head the delivery and operations functions in London. Thank you.
Lovely, Mr. Amit. Actually, you are a pass out 1989 batch, which was years ago. And the fact that you are connected with so many of the other alumni who are based out of UK, it'll be lovely if you could sort of drag them on board the next time that we are together for an alumni meet and help us connect with them, you know.
Yeah.
Are you receiving the newsletter, Mr. Amit?
Yeah, I do.
So through that newsletter, there's an email ID for the connect with the alumni coordinator. If you can pass on all the information of the connects that you are connected with, we could expand on our, data in terms of, and especially know-how of all our alumni who are all over the globe. And in this case, particularly in the UK. That will be lovely. That will be really, really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you so much, Mr. Amit. Thank you very, very much.
Anshul is here.
I'm told by Shishir that Mr. Anshul Verma is here. Anshul Verma,
hi.
who's a doctoral student in Geneva Graduate Institute, and he's based out of Switzerland. 2006 batch, Station Road. Anshul.
Hello, Anshul. hello, Malviya sir. How are you? Good afternoon and Jai Jagat to everybody here. I have been a part of the CMS family probably from a very early time. My grandfather, who was a freedom fighter, was very good friends with Mr. and Mrs. Gandhi. My Buaji, Mrs. Sushila Verma, has been a Hindi teacher in various City Montessori school branches, including but not limited to CMS Rajendra Nagar. All the names that we've been talking about right now, they've been like amazing, great grand figures for all of us. Miss Patra, Mrs. Vivek, who was my first principal, Mrs. Aruna Gupta, who's also here. I'm seeing her after such a long time. She was an amazing, inspirational light for all of us as well. I was a part of various events at City Montessori, but the most important one that I remember is through this organization. This is the CMS Rajajipuram that needs to be muted.
Yeah, Rajajipuram needs to be muted. There's some intervention there. Career Counselor, Rajajipuram 1. Sorry about that, Anshul.
That's perfectly all right, ma'am.
City Montessori School.
Yeah, thank you so much. So way back in 2000, of course, we've all been talking about the amazing, extraordinary exposure and extraordinary opportunities that we got as being a part of the City Montessori family. And I remember way back in 2003, 2004, there was a huge campaign for Kofi, Kalam and Kerry of which I was a part. Mr. Gandhi and a bunch of us, we traveled to Delhi. That was a very, very inspirational experience for me. Over time, I did manage to meet all three of them. Dr. Kalam, because after school, I went to St. Stephen's College, and Dr. Kalam was a part of the passing out ceremony for one of the years that I was there.
Wow.
Kofi Annan, because I'm studying where Kofi Annan studied at the Graduate Institute in Geneva. And John Kerry, because I was at Yale as well studying. So, and Kerry used to take classes right across the corridor. So I ended up meeting all these three people because it's only because City Montessori School could give me that dream.
You're
and
God's
allow
own
me
child. Met
they,
many great people. Yes.
So, and it's only been possible because of the kind of joys that have been given and the amazing opportunities that we were given at City Montessori School to explore our personality. I was a very, very naughty child. And despite that, Mrs. Gupta chose to send me to various competitions. She chose to send me to various of the game, give me these opportunities. That shows that there's also a balance when it comes to our teachers. I did after school. I did, in fact, I first went to La Martiniere for my 11th and 12th because back then history was not available. I topped La Martiniere for the humanities with a 95.25%, which they found was very amazing. And showed them that City Montessori is City Montessori, regardless of where a CMS child will be. And then I went to St. Stephen's for my bachelor's in history and then my master's. I ended up getting a gold medal at the University of Delhi in history. And then I became a teacher. And ma'am said, Mrs. Gandhi said about the honor of being a teacher. So I was a teacher at Genesis Global School, Noida, where I met Miss Batra once again when she was talking about the Cambridge finalization and for the Cambridge certification. She had visited one of the sessions at Genesis Global School in Noida. I remember running and touching her feet back then as well. And then I came to the Graduate Institute in Geneva for my second master's in international history and politics. This was with the help of a scholarship called INLAX, and along with the funding that the institute gave me. I finished my master's and then I went back to teaching to another school called Dhirubhai Ambani International School in Bombay, where I taught IB and IGCSE. I'm an IB assistant examiner. I'm a Cambridge assessment specialist. History, global perspectives, global politics, theory of knowledge. And then I said that, okay, I need to dream more. As Miss Dr. Nita Ruhi was saying, that we need to keep dreaming. And that's why I left that job as well. And now I'm a doctoral candidate at the Department of International History and Politics in Geneva, the Graduate Institute in Geneva.
Your heart is in Switzerland and should stay there.
It's the chocolate. My thesis is also on milk. So it's about chocolate and milk and all of these things. And Shishir sir, of course, I've known him. Kerry, Kofi, Kerry and Kalam campaign. Shishir sir was the lead every Saturday, Sunday. Every Sunday, in fact, we used to meet. Swargi Shri Rajshekhar Chandola ji was also part of the entire campaign. He's not with us anymore. Amazingly erudite personality. I've rarely met somebody who's so well read and who can hold an insight on so many of these global issues. And of course, all of this entire amazing coming together is thanks to our founders, Dr. Bharati Gandhi, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi. They have been extraordinary luminaries in these light. And Bharati Gandhi ma'am has visited my house twice. She was there when my grandfather passed away in 2002. And she recently visited when we had also shifted to Gomti Nagar. So उनकी चरण धूलि हमारे घर में पड़ी है. वो इजराइल तो नहीं है पर गोमती नगर में ही सही वो वहाँ आई हैं और इस बात के लिए उससे हमारे जो भाग्य में और सौभाग्य में जो फर्क पड़ा है तो ऑब्वियसली बहुत ज्यादा एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी है.
May I say something for Anshul?
Yes,
Anshul, आप लोग सब शिशिर पे डोरे डाल रहे हैं, है ना? और फिर ये वर्ल्ड गवर्नमेंट का हमारा कोऑर्डिनेटर कहाँ से आएगा? Thank you very much.
Anshul
I'm so happy to hear this. Thank you very much.
Anshul and Ayushi both are there in Switzerland. They are very near to each other.
Ferney is very close. In fact, Ferney is extremely close. She's right here. I see Celeb. I see Celeb from my window. So yeah,
are still not that high as
That's true. That's true. But Mrs. Gupta, thank you so much for being such an extraordinary principal. You were a great inspiration. And the fact is that wherever we saw, Miss Kamran, Miss Batra, Miss Gupta, extraordinary people, like literally, if you look up the dictionary and if you look at the word dynamic, it will not be a surprise if you have Mrs. Gupta's name after that. It's that kind of very obvious synonymous that
We
aspect
request
is there.
Gupta ma'am to speak to Anshul.
Yes, please.
Anshul, it was a pleasure seeing you. You're still the same, and you're amazingly, you dreamt big. Gandhiji always said that, and you really made it big. We're very, very proud of you. I still remember when you had to leave CMS Station Road to join Lamatnia. And you said, ma'am, I have to live up to my dreams of doing something in history and go into IIS and all. So I'm so happy you lived up to your dream and you have really done wonders in the world. I wish you great success in your future.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
God bless you,
Thank
beta. God bless you.
So thank you so much, Anshul. And we will, of course, be having more time with your alumni coordinators, your teachers, and your principal during the breakout session, which we'll start. Before we invite our respected founder manager, I would just like to check with all of you who are present. Has everybody had a chance to
I think
introduce himself or herself?
Excuse me, Advant and Pihu have joined from UK.
Yes, Miss Pihu, you are most welcome.
And Advant has also joined.
Yeah, whosoever has not been, because we have announced all the names, perhaps some names were missed also because they were late
Shubham
registrations.
Agarwal. Shubham Agarwal is there. Mishra has also joined.
Yeah. So one by one, you can please introduce yourself. So over to Miss Pihu.
Hello everyone, I'm Pihu and I'm studying economics at the University of Warwick. I have been in CMS for the past 13 years, and if you ask me to pinpoint a single cherished moment, I really can't. As for my future goals, I really want to do my MPhil in economic research, and currently I have completed my summer research internship at the Reserve Bank of India. Thank you.
Pihu, you're from which city, please?
Lucknow.
No,
sorry?
where are you currently based?
I'm currently in Coventry.
Okay, UK, right. And next, please.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
All right. Hi, I'm Chandra Mishra. Just like you, I'm also studying economics at the University of Warwick in UK. I just flew back for my second year after finishing my internship in the public sector healthcare department of Ernst & Young this summer. So I'd say that in one of the office bearers interview, Abha Anant ma'am asked me, what do you like about CMS? What do you like about the school? Unfortunately, at that time, I was not able to answer her. But after 6 years of wonderful memories, maybe I can attempt to answer her now.
Right.
In the rigorous academic schedule that we are put in, we find ourselves bonding with the teachers and the management alike. Because when we go through the problems, when we go through the small doubts, and when we open up to the teachers, I think the bond that we are able to create surpasses a lot of human interactions. I must tell you that I was a very lazy child myself. I wouldn't have worked, but it was the atmosphere that Abha ma'am created and teachers.
Yeah.
It was the atmosphere that Abha ma'am created. Teachers like Manju ma'am and Pratibha ma'am supported. These were my pillars in those 8 years of education that have put me where I am. Otherwise, I wouldn't know where I would be because it only took me 1 year to decide that, yes, I will be going out. And it was teachers like these who were able to, enable me to push myself, work, and be where I am right now. So I'm very thankful for that. And I think that's what I like about CMS. Thank you.
Thank you, Adwan. That was very nice of you. We would like to hear from anyone who has not spoken till now.
Hello. So
Hello. Hi, Shubham.
Myself. Hello. Yeah. So I'm Shubham and I have been in CMS for 12 years, I think from 2000 to 2012. My entire family has graduated from CMS actually, with my 6 brothers and sisters. Quite interesting. I was in France for 6 years from 2016 to 2022, and I've recently moved to Frankfurt. And I see there are a lot of people from Frankfurt, so it would be a pleasure to meet them.
CMS के पास पत्थर के ऊपर टाइल्स लगाने को पैसा है। हाँ, हमने कम से कम
Please mute yourself. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Shubham. Over to Shubham again, please.
Shubham, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
जो पेरेंट्स से मिले 3:30 बजे हम उठ पाए हैं.
Lipika ma'am, kindly mute yourself.
Please mute Lipika ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, Shubham.
Yeah, so for me, one of the fondest memories of CMS, or at least two, were the summer sessions which we had. Like, no one talked about them, but during our summer vacations, we had those 2 months of co-curricular classes. I think those were quite important in building us up as people. I remember we used to have a very great orchestra in Rajendra Nagar 304, the red building, which is closed right now. And those summer sessions were one of the best things I think which CMS offered to help build us in different ways, and for sports, music, whatever. That's something great. And then for the last 2 years, from 10th to 12th, I was in UPIL, I think the Rajendra Nagar branch right now, and again a great place. And I just would like to mention, thank you, Deepti ma'am. Because of you, I'm here. Seriously, for keeping us in touch, honestly. And I'm so glad that all the teachers of CMS are taking the steps to connect us and to keep us connected. Yeah, that will be all. Thank you.
So Shubham is from 2012 batch of Rajendra Nagar, and Deepti ma'am is the alumni coordinator who has helped us to bring Shubham on this forum. He's a PhD student at Surfax.
I've recently just finished my PhD, and now I've moved to Frankfurt as a scientist, and I'm working with Procter & Gamble. Yeah.
Lovely.
So we'll do a correction in our database. Thank you.
Yeah.
Deepti ma'am can very quickly say hello to Shubham. I'm sure he'll be very happy.
Yes.
Hi, Shubham. Thank you for being there. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's great. I love you for that. Thank you so very much for being there, taking out your precious time. And that's a wonderful platform. Thank you so very much. And thank you, CMS, for that. And that's a lovely platform where everybody of us can share our thoughts, see you live. And that's perfectly like a blessing. Thank you, CMS, for that. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
And before I invite Vikki Shukla and another person, I believe Akshay Tandon has also joined.
Okay.
So I would like to invite Akshay Tandon. And one interesting thing I would like to tell you, during the course of our extending invitations, we found 2 Akshay Tandons. Both happened to be from Germany. And when I happened to interact with one of them, he was also confused that his name was repeated twice. But there are actually 2 Akshay Tandons. Both are living just 2 kilometers apart. They've never met as of now till now. But they both are in Germany. And this platform, through this platform rather, or the Alumni Connect, they are getting a chance to know each other. So over to Akshat. Yes, please.
So I really doubt that the Akshat, which is currently on the host screen, is here. So it's rather Akshat. Hello,
Actually, you're the other Akshat, right? Fine. We'll get you on board as well.
All right. Okay, so I'll wait for that.
So meanwhile, could you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Yeah. So hello, everyone. My name, as you know already, is Akshat, and I'm based in Munich, in Germany right now. Been here for the last 3 years. Prior to that, I was in Prague, in Czech Republic, where I went for higher education, and I was about for 2 years at CMS Gomti Nagar branch, where I graduated essentially high school. Currently, I work on my own startup here in Munich. I'm currently bootstrapping it. It's in the first stages of essentially acquiring customers. And yeah, delighted to be here. I hope we'll make some great connections and connect with Akshat, who lives about, I guess, 2 kilometers next city from here.
Yeah. They both of you are in the Alumni Connect group, Europe group. So I'll share your numbers. That's another purpose that, there are about, I believe, 13 alumni in London alone in this forum who are present with us. And I believe 8 or 9 have already joined this meeting today. So it will be nice if you can have city-wise meets. 5 of our alumni 2 years ago, they got together in a restaurant in Dubai. And 5 of them were living in Dubai for almost 7 years or more, but they had never met. So you can do one in Germany, one in Ireland. There's so many people. one in London, and so on and so forth. Europe is very well connected. We would now like to invite Vikki, Mr. Vikki Shukla. He's
Hi,
again
Shishir.
from London, 2006 pass out, director of EVS. Mr. Vikki,
Hi.
are you here?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Hi, hi.
Hi, Shishir. Thanks for the invite, and it's really I'm so delighted to see everyone here, including Aruna Gupta ma'am and Manjeet Batra ma'am. Like, it brings all the nostalgia back from 2006. But yeah, my journey. I am currently based in London. I am the head of investment banking sales for eValueServe. I travel widely across Europe and the UK as a part of my job. So I'm delighted that I'm a part of this network. Absolutely. I think CMS has been in the blood. I think I would have not got my confidence the way I conduct myself if I wasn't a part of CMS alma mater, right? Seeing how Manjeet Batra ma'am sort of trained us, and how Aruna Gupta ma'am actually nourished and sort of always helped us accomplish more. I think I wouldn't have achieved what I have in my career. I'm also a graduate from University of Cambridge, so it was great to hear from Dr. Neeta. I think so she was based in Cambridge, so I hope that our paths would cross soon. But yeah, I think everything I've done in my life, it's all due to CMS. And also, actually, after this call, I'm about to meet some CMS Gomti Nagar friends that I have who are visiting London today. So unfortunately, they're not a part of the Europe community, but they're traveling from India to the UK today. So I will be meeting them and talking to them about this event. But thank you, Shishir. It's such a great initiative. And I think I've met you when I presented, and I was a part of the Chief Justice Conference as well. And I remember you training us at that time in 2006. So still have those memories with me. So thank you. And hello to Aruna Gupta ma'am and Manjeet Batra ma'am.
Pleasure connecting with you. We'll form city-wise groups, and we'll definitely have you added there. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Neeta ma'am is here.
Hi, Shishir.
She's in
Sorry
UK.
to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Just to say,
No.
I would love to meet you, Vikki, and anyone else who's in the London or anywhere in the UK, or those who are in Europe traveling through England. Please look me up. You can get all my details on the net. So
absolutely,
it'd be lovely to meet you. I'm based here in Cambridge, of course. So yeah,
amazing.
Nice.
Thank you. She's so occupied, and still she made it to the occasion, and she's willing to have a meeting as well. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Of course. And now I will say goodbye. I'm afraid I do now have to leave. So
okay.
It has been absolutely wonderful to be able to dial in and to sort of gauge the temperature. It's pretty hot. So, yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone, and especially to the organizers. Lovely to see all the alumni. You are going to rock this world, I can see.
Thank you so much, Neeta ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. So I believe everybody had a chance before we invite respected founder manager. Is there anyone, any alumni who has not been introduced till now?
Yeah.
You're most welcome to say something.
This is Mudhis from Rajajipuram branch. Actually,
okay, Mudhis, you are welcome.
Yeah, I think he's there. If Mudhis, you can.
Hello, Mudhis.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, everyone. Sorry, I kind of did some late registration. I thought that maybe that's why my name was not there. Hey, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. It's a pleasure. So currently I'm based in Dublin, Ireland. I'm working with Meta, formerly Facebook, as a data analyst. So as part of my journey, I'm from CMS Rajajipuram branch. I did my 12th till there. And after that, I moved to Delhi for my BTech. And after that, I moved to Bangalore for my job with TCS. After that, I thought I had too much of interest towards the data side, and I was more into that stuff. So I moved to Dublin to pursue my master's in data analytics from National University of Ireland. And from then, I moved to Dublin here, and I'm working with Meta. I would really want to say, I would like to emphasize on a point that very few of us emphasized on. It's about the exposure that we got as part of CMS. I mean, I don't know how much emphasis that holds, but it's like when we were talking to the delegates or when we were speaking on the stages, when we are holding the summits, the confidence that we got in that, I mean, that immensely helped me when I moved here. I mean, talking with people, maybe talking in my companies. I just held a hackathon in Facebook inside here. I mean, I could not have done that without that confidence that we got, that we kind of imbibe from early stages of our life. So that's really, really big point for me. And I really want to thank my teachers. I'm so sorry. I do not remember all of the names as of now because there were so many faces, but especially, of course, Deepak sir was there, Anurag sir was there, Javin sir was there. I mean, so many people were there. So really heartfelt thanks to all of them. And I would say, thanks for organizing this stuff. Seeing so many homely faces, it makes me probably homesick. I've not been to India in like 1.5 years now. So I really am planning to visit India in December this year. So hopefully you'll get a chance to meet some of you. But yeah, it's really great. It's really great to be in touch. Thank you
We
all.
may keep a physical meet of the Rajajipuram campus. So you're most welcome to attend that. Please let Deepak sir know that when you're coming, and we'll keep it around that time.
Sure. That will be marvelous. Thank you.
Mudhis, are you getting the newsletter regularly?
Ma'am, I'm not very sure about that, but I'll probably check it and I'll let you
So
know.
Deepak sir will make sure because he's
Yeah,
the alumni
definitely.
coordinator.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to connect, Deepak. Sorry, Mudhis.
Yeah.
You'll feature there. You can share your tidings with the rest of them who are already with us. And this is the kind of link we want to build, the connect between the kids who are with us and those of you who have, spread all over the globe, doing big things, great things, spreading CMS philosophy across the world.
Yes.
And you are the ones who will create that world parliament. Believe you me.
Thank you for all your support and your confidence. Thank you.
So it has been 11 years since Mudit passed out. You are a working professional with a leading company, Meta, Facebook, WhatsApp, Meta. That's what we know. Now we would like you to perhaps host a meeting in Dublin as well, whenever it's convenient to you, because there are so many people in Dublin. 11 as of now who are there at present in this group itself. So we can discuss it, Mudit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what I was about to say. It's like so many people are there in Dublin itself. I feel like there's like a mini CMS over here. Like we are building a CMS community just away from home here. So probably, we can hold like a chapter or something for Ireland itself, or probably maybe the UK folks. We can it's just like an hour flight from here. So yeah, probably that.
And you would be happy to know when we are mentioning Ireland, Neeta Didi went to Ireland to receive an honorary doctorate degree on behalf of her father, which was presented to respected Dr. Jagdish Gandhi sir by none other than Hillary Clinton, US presidential candidate last year on 24th September. And this was in Northern Ireland, Belfast, which happens to be part of UK. The Queen's University, Belfast, gave him this honor. And over to the man who had this vision, which has brought all of us together. And of course, his wonderful wife, who both of them rather are there with us right now. And we're very fortunate to have them speaking. And now over to respected Dr. Jagdish Gandhi sir, without wasting any time, to seek his blessings and say a few words, please. Thank you.
I'm extremely delighted to see so many students of CMS settled in Europe, various parts of Europe. The other day, we had a alumni meet of the USA chapter, and many CMS alumni gathered in that gathering also. And I am happy that about 35 our ex-students have joined this meet. I would like to say only one thing, that CMS is preparing students for a decision-making global careers, for a decision-making global professions, for a decision-making global positions, and trying to make them leaders of mankind. So this is the mission of CMS, to give them exposure. For example, our students meet chief justices and judges when they are then were very young, in 9th, 10th, or 11th, or 12th, or even class 8. They meet chief justices and judges and prime ministers and presidents of so many countries are coming every year. Now this year, we have already got consent of 42 countries, and we are expecting about 70 to 80 countries to participate. We are having this conference, 23rd International Conference of Chief Justices of the World, from 16th of November to 22nd of November. Many Chief Justices have given their consent, and some of the Prime Ministers and Presidents have also, Governor General have also given their consent. They are coming. I'm so happy and delighted that till now, nearly 1,360 Chief Justices, judges, and Prime Minister Presidents have participated in CMS, this Chief Justice Conference, from 136 countries of the world. There are 193 countries who are the members of the United Nations, and out of that 193 countries, 136 countries have already participated. I think this is, CMS is doing something which is unbelievable. Any school will not organize a conference of chief justices of the world, and no other school or no university in the world is organizing. Even the no law university is organizing the International Conference of Chief Justices of the world. Because our aim is to discuss how we can establish a world parliament, a world government, and a world court of justice. So we want to talk to the people, judges, so that they can carry this message to their countries, to the leaders of their countries, the ruling party and the opposition party. So they can take this message to them, and this climate is created. You know, the world is beset with so many problems. Now we see Russia and Ukraine is a big problem going on. Russia has attacked Ukraine, and lakhs of people have died. And so many cities have been devastated completely. And so many universities, so many colleges, so many schools have been fully destroyed. And now the tension is going on between China and Taiwan, between South Korea and North Korea, Israel and Palestine, India and Pakistan. The tension is going on between India and China. So these are the situations all around the world. And we feel that the future of over 2.5 billion children of the world, that is 1/3 of the total expected population of the world. So 2.5 billion children of the world, and the generations yet to be born has become progressively more insecure and unprotected during past 7 decades since the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the recent spread of international terrorism, global warming, environmental degradation, stockpiling of arms and ammunition, and ever increasing expenditure on military research and on amassing of deadliest weapons of mass destruction, and fear of a third world war and a nuclear holocaust. If there is a nuclear war, nothing will be left alive, nothing will be left, everything will be destroyed. So this is the condition of the world. And we are thinking in terms of how we can save our children. Not only if we want to save our children from the clutches of war, we have to think of saving the whole of children, the whole of humanity. and the children of the world. So we are thinking in those terms. And with those mission, we are having this Chief Justice's conference. So that the whole purpose is that our children can meet them and they can, they can think very high. One of the Ayushi, I heard her, Justice Midua came from, he is the judge. Now he has become the Chief Justice of International Court of Justice, Criminal Court of Justice. He came as a judge. And this Ayushi talked to him and he was very happy with Ayushi because she replied so many questions. So this judge gave his card to Ayushi. If there is any problem ever, you write to me. So Ayushi wrote to him that I want my admission in the School of Diplomacy in Geneva, Switzerland. And this diplomacy school is admitting children of kings and rulers and the prime ministers. So the Midua, Justice Midua, wrote to the university and Ayushi got selected and Ayushi got admission. And Ayushi is just, I saw her that is speaking here. She is a student of Ayushi. You are the student of Rajajipuram or Mahanagar?
Yes, Dr. Jagdish. I am a student of CMS Rajajipuram 1.
Rajajipuram 1. So, so she got admission in School of Diplomacy. You are in diplomacy school?
Yes, for now I am studying at Geneva School of Diplomacy and my course is International Relations and Diplomacy.
Very good. So what I mean to say that the children get exposure and we are providing lot of exposure in so many ways. We are providing this kind of exposure to our students so that they think high, they think big. अब ऊंचा सोचो, ऊंचा सोचो, ऊंचा सोचेंगे. अब बनो महान, महान बनेंगे. रोके हैं किसी के भी, रोके से ना रुकेंगे. अब तो हम बच्चों को ऊंची सोच देते हैं, ऊंचा चिंतन देते हैं, ऊंचा दृष्टिकोण देते हैं. तो इसके लिए CMS is famous और CMS 5 बच्चों से हमने शुरू किया. And now there are 59,000 children. It is in the Guinness Book of World Record as the biggest school of the world. It is the only school in the world which has got the status of an NGO from the United Nations. We are the official NGO of United Nations. Also, this is the only school which has got the UNESCO prize for peace education from the UNESCO, Paris, for $30,000 US. But amount is not important. But what is important is getting recognition as the only school in the world and getting the recognition from the UNESCO. And that UNESCO has given this award as the only school in the world. Second international, So this is something that we are trying to do. And I want my all students to think big. Do not stop here. You have made a lot of progress. And I will expect each one of you to be decision maker, develop the power of a pen. You are now you have got admissions and you are doing wonderfully well in your life also. So develop the power of a pen so that just your one signature can be the cause of the happiness of the people of the world. So that kind of vision I want to create in every student of CMS. मैं चाहता हूं कि हर बच्चा CMS का ऊंचा सोचे, महान बने और वो ये सोचे कि मेरे पेन में पावर कैसे बढ़े कि मेरे दस्तक से लोग का कल्याण हो. So that is the mission of CMS. और इसी मिशन को लेके स्कूल को 5 बच्चों से हमने खोला था. बड़ी मुश्किल से 5 बच्चे आए थे. कभी हमने 15 दिन तक घंटा पीटा और कोशिश करते थे कि बच्चे कोई दे दे, लेकिन बच्चा कोई देता ही नहीं था। जिसके घर जाते तो वो कहते कि भाई आपका स्कूल चालू हो जाए तो बच्चा दे देंगे। तो हम कहते कि भाई आप एक बच्चा दे दीजिए, हमारा स्कूल चालू हो जाएगा। तो बोले कि जब कोई नाक नहीं कटा रहा तो हम अपनी नाक क्यों कटाएंगे। तो आप ये देखिए कि किन मुश्किलों से ये स्कूल शुरू हुआ, और आज गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड का वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा स्कूल, 59,000 चिल्ड्रन, 1,000 कम 60,000, मतलब 60,000 बच्चे एक शहर में, इट इज अनबिलीवेबल। तो मेरा कहना यही है, बच्चों से, सब बच्चों से, मेरी उम्र तो अब 88 साल है, 88 ईयर्स की है, तो मेरा सब बच्चों से कहना है, मुझे खुशी होगी कि हमारे बच्चे बड़ी उपलब्धि करें, बड़े कैरियर्स में जाएं, डिसीजन मेकिंग कैरियर्स। आप यदि जज बने तो इंटरनेशनल कोर्ट ऑफ जस्टिस के चीफ जस्टिस बने, यदि आप वर्ल्ड बैंक में काम करना चाहते हैं तो वर्ल्ड बैंक के डायरेक्टर जनरल बने, आप मेडिकल क्षेत्र में हैं तो वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के डायरेक्टर जनरल बने, आप यदि फाइनेंशियल बिजनेस में हैं तो आप इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड के डायरेक्टर जनरल बने। मैंने जो भी बने आप टॉप मोस्ट बने। सेक्रेटरी जनरल यूनाइटेड नेशन तो बड़ी पोस्ट है, लेकिन हमारा तो उससे भी ख्याल बड़ा है। यूनाइटेड तो 5 वीटो पावर है, अमेरिका, चाइना, रशिया, फ्रांस और इंग्लैंड। तो हमारी कोशिश तो यह है कि बच्चों के अंदर इतनी ऊंची भावना आवे कि वो कैसे भी वर्ल्ड की पार्लियामेंट बनाए। हमारे इसीलिए वर्ल्ड की पार्लियामेंट में आपने कभी न कभी हिस्सा लिया होगा या देखा होगा, तो बच्चे वर्ल्ड पार्लियामेंट करते हैं। उसका आइडिया यही है कि बच्चों के माइंड में ये बात बैठी कि हमें ये तो कार्यक्रम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन एक्चुअली वर्ल्ड का पार्लियामेंट का कॉन्सेप्ट बच्चों के माइंड में बैठ जाए, ताकि बच्चे बड़े होकर सचमुच की वर्ल्ड पार्लियामेंट बनाए, जिसमें कोई वर्ल्ड पार्लियामेंट होगी तो कोई वीटो पावर नहीं होगी। जैसे यूनाइटेड नेशन में 5 वीटो पावर है, और ये इसी वजह से यूनाइटेड नेशन में कोई डिसीजन यूनानिमसली नहीं हो पाता, क्योंकि ये सारा यूनाइटेड नेशन 5 पावर ब्लॉक्स में बटा हुआ है। तो हम चाहते हैं कि ये वर्ल्ड की यूनिटी हो, और हमारे दूसरी चीज, हम धर्म एक है, मानवता एक है, ये सारे अवतार एक परमात्मा की ओर से आए हैं। The basic purpose of all the religion is to safeguard the interest and promote the unity of the human race and to foster the spirit of love and fellowship amongst men. दूसरी बात कि ये परमात्मा ने अपना जो दिव्य ज्ञान दिया है, ये progressive revelation. Progressive revelation means religious truth is revealed by God progressively and cyclically over a time through a series of divine teachers, and the teachings are tailored to suit the needs of different ages and places of their appearance. तीसरी बात बहुत जरूरी है, all the revealed books of God, whether it is Gita or Quran or Bible or Guru Granth Sahib or Kitab-e Aqdas or Kitab-e Ajab, all these revealed books of God are unerring and collected wisdom. इनमें तो कोई त्रुट नहीं है, सारे संसार के सारे विद्वान मिल जाए और इनमें कोई कमी निकालना चाहे, कोमा फुल स्टॉप लगाना चाहे या घटाना बढ़ाना चाहे, नहीं लगा सकते, क्योंकि ये किसी पुरुष की वाणी नहीं है, किसी अवतार की वाणी नहीं है, ये तो वाणी परमात्मा से आई है। ये तो परमात्मा का जो विज्ञान है, जो इन्होंने मैसेंजर्स ऑफ गॉड ने ये मैसेजेस जो दिए हैं एक परमात्मा के। अब ये सारी किताबें भेजने वाला एक परमेश्वर है, क्योंकि राम का, कृष्ण का, बुद्ध का, मोहम्मद का, नानक का, ईसा का, बाब का, बाहुल्ला का, जोरास्टर का, मोजिस का, अब्राहम का, एक ही परमात्मा है, उसके नाम अनेक हैं। आप उसे परमात्मा कहें, गॉड कहें, जितनी भाषाएं उतने उसके नाम। रब कहें, अरबी में रब कहते हैं, रब्बा कहें, और खुदा कहें, अल्लाह कहें, ईश्वर कहें। तो ये तो नाम तो अनेक है, लेकिन वो एक ही है। इस सारे अवतारों को भेजने वाला एक परमेश्वर है। अनेक लोग परमात्मा नहीं है, बहुत सारे परमात्मा नहीं है, बहुत सारे खुदा नहीं है। साहब ये सबको, इनको राम को इस खुदा ने भेजा, और कृष्ण को इस खुदा ने भेजा, और बुद्ध को इस खुदा ने भेजा। ये अलग अलग खुदा नहीं है। खुदा अल्लाह परमात्मा एक ही है जिसने सबको भेजा है। तो the basic purpose of all the religion is to safeguard the interest and promote the unity of the human race and to foster the spirit of love and fellowship of us. तो ये जो की शिक्षाएं हैं, इनको आप अपने साथ रखिए। कहीं मौका लगे तो जरूर बताइए कि गॉड इज वन, रिलीजन इज वन, मैन इज वन। बहुत सारे धर्मों के नाम पर तमाम दूरियां बढ़ गई हैं, धर्मों के नाम पर लड़ाइयां हो रही हैं और युद्ध हो रहे हैं तमाम। ये सब के पीछे अज्ञान है। यीशु मसीह को जब फांसी दी गई तो यीशु कह रहे थे, हे परमात्मा तू इन्हें माफ कर दे जो मुझे सूली दे रहे, क्योंकि ये तो अबोध और अज्ञानी है। इनके माता पिता ने और इनके शिक्षकों ने इन्हें ईश्वर का ज्ञान ही नहीं कराया, इन्हें आत्मा का बोध ही नहीं है। तो ये तो अपराधी नहीं है, ये तो अज्ञानी है। और ईश्वर ने कहा कि ईसा तू ठीक कहता है, मैं इनको माफ कर देता हूँ क्योंकि अपराधी नहीं है। इनके माता पिता दोषी हैं, इनके शिक्षक दोषी हैं जिन्होंने इन्हें ईश्वर का ज्ञान नहीं दिया। तो कहने का तुम्हारा तात्पर्य है कि आप सब सीएमएस के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, एलुमनाई हैं, और आप अपने जीवन में बहुत बड़ी प्रगति आपने की है, बड़ी बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटीज में आपका दाखिला हुआ है, बड़े बड़े उपलब्धियां और भी आप कर रहे हैं। तो हमारी कामना है कि इतनी बड़ी बड़ी उपलब्धि आप करें, इतने बड़े बड़े काम करें कि सारी द आई ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंस हैव नेवर इवन सीन इट। हम चाहते हैं कि आपके द्वारा ऐसे काम हो जिसे मानवता की अस्तित्व की आंखों ने कभी कल्पना भी न की हो, कभी देखा ही ना हो। इतने बड़े बड़े काम आपके द्वारा हो, क्योंकि आप सीएमएस के स्टूडेंट हैं और सीएमएस का स्टूडेंट की सोच ऊंची होती है और जैसा सोचेंगे वैसा बन जाते। एज यू थिंक सो यू बिकम। जैसा आप सोचेंगे वैसा बन जाएंगे। तो मेरी कामना केवल एक है कि आप बहुत और ऊंचे उठे। आपने बहुत कुछ सफलता पाई है, लेकिन आप और बड़ी सफलताएं पाए, यही मेरी कामना है। और आज एलुमनाई मीट में आप सब ने हिस्सा लिया, इसके लिए भी मेरी ओर से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इसके लिए मैं शिशिर भाई को और वीरा हजेला जी को धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने इसका आयोजन किया और शिशिर जी ने बहुत इसमें एफर्ट किया कि 40 लोग यूरोप के इसमें जुड़ गए। अभी तो 35 तो आज हिस्सा लिए हैं, लेकिन 40 लोग इसमें जुड़ गए जो शिशिर ने मुझे बताया। तो शिशिर भी एलुमनाई हैं और हमारे सब बच्चे भी हमारे ही से पढ़े। हमारी बेटी अभी नीता बोल रही थी, वो कैम्ब्रिज यूनिवर्सिटी में प्रोफेसर है और वो डॉक्टर्स को पढ़ाती है, सीनियर डॉक्टर्स को, और प्रोफेसर है। और हमारी जो बीच की बेटी गीता आई थी, वो भी प्रोफेसर है लंदन यूनिवर्सिटी में और आजकल सीएमएस की प्रेसिडेंट भी है और सीएमएस की एमडी भी है, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर है, और वो हमारी स्टूडेंट है। तो सुनीता वर्ल्ड बैंक में 10 साल तक इकोनॉमिस्ट रही वाशिंगटन डीसी में। फिर उसने स्कूल के खोला चेकोस्लोवाकिया में और एक स्कूल खोला उसमें आइसलैंड में, और आइसलैंड में शादी की स्टेफान सिक्ट्रिक्सन से। तो वो कैम्ब्रिज यूनिवर्सिटी की पढ़ी है, तो कैम्ब्रिज से पढ़ के फिजिक्स में पीएचडी करी, तो वो प्रोफेसर हुई पहले कैलिफोर्निया की बर्कले यूनिवर्सिटी में, कैलिफोर्निया में, और उसके बाद वो वर्ल्ड बैंक में चली गई, वर्ल्ड बैंक में इकोनॉमिक्स थी। और हमारा विनय बेटा वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजीनियर है, उसकी शादी ईरान से हुई। हमारी सुनीता की शादी आइसलैंड के लड़के से हुई, और गीता की शादी एक अंग्रेज से हुई, और नीता की शादी एक ईरानी डॉक्टर से हुई। वो ब्रेस्ट कैंसर के सर्जन है, पार्थो फरूही, इंग्लैंड में रहते हैं, कैम्ब्रिज में, बहुत ही बड़े डॉक्टर है, उनसे हुई। तो ये सब बच्चों ने अपने आप शादियां की, हमने कोई शादी नहीं की, सारे बच्चों ने अपने आप शादियां की। तो जो बच्चे हमारे हैं ये लोग भी मेरे से अपने आप शादी करेंगे। भाई धर्म में तो अपने आप ही शादी करते हैं बच्चे, तो हम लोग तो भाई है, तो भाई धर्म में तो ये जरूरी है कि हम लोग कोई मतलब बच्चे। लेकिन एक बात देख लेते हैं कि आध्यात्मिक लड़की और लड़का दोनों एक दूसरे को देखते हैं कि आध्यात्मिकता के गुण है कि नहीं, और उसके बाद मम्मी पापा की स्वीकृति जरूरी है, दोनों की, लड़के की मम्मी पापा और लड़की के मम्मी पापा, तो दो परिवारों का मिलन होता है। तो ये एक अच्छी बात है। मैं सबसे चाहूँगा अपने जो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो वहाँ पर कोई भाई गैदरिंग होती हो तो उसमें ज़रूर जाएं। तो आप ये देखेंगे कि मैंने अपने बच्चों को यही कहा कि भाई तुम भाई सत्संग में फायर साइड होती है उनकी, फायर साइड मैंने सत्संग, उसमें ज़रूर जाओ, बल्कि चाहे भूखे रहो। उनके विंटर स्कूल में पैसे देने पड़ते हैं, तो मैंने कहा तुम भूखे रहो, पैसे इकट्ठे करो और विंटर स्कूल में जाओ, समर स्कूल में जाओ, ताकि वहाँ सत्संग तुम्हें मिले। और देखिए वो सब उसी से सत्संग से इतने बड़े बड़े बन गए। आध्यात्मिक जब सत्संग मिलता है तो बच्चे बहुत आगे बढ़ते। ईश्वर की कृपा से जब हम ईश्वर से जुड़ जाते हैं तो हम बहुत बड़ी बड़ी उपलब्धि कर सकते हैं। तो हमेशा अपने आप को उस महान से जोड़ना चाहिए जो सबसे महान है और जिसको कहीं तलाश करने नहीं जाना, वो हमारी आत्मा में ही रहता है। तो उससे दोस्ती करना चाहिए, और वो कहीं दूर भी नहीं है, वो नजदीकी है, हमारे ही नजदीक है। उससे दोस्ती कर ले तो बहुत बड़ा काम हो सकता है। तो ये जो जितना सीएमएस की कोशिश है वो तो बहुत बड़ी है। मेरा एक ही कहना है कि कभी भी आप में से कोई लखनऊ आए तो अपने स्कूल में जरूर जाइए। जिस ब्रांच से आपने पढ़ाई करी उस ब्रांच में जरूर जाइए। अभी हमारे यहाँ 2 वर्ष पहले जस्टिस डी के उपाध्याय आनंद नगर ब्रांच में गए, क्योंकि वहाँ के स्टूडेंट थे कि एक और जज को लेकर कि मैं कहाँ पढ़ता था, किस क्लासरूम में। तो वो अपने मित्र को बता रहे थे, यहाँ मेरी अंग्रेजी की टीचर पढ़ाती थी, यहाँ मेरी कंप्यूटर की पढ़ाई होती थी, यहाँ ये पढ़ाई, वहाँ वो पढ़ाई, और छोटे छोटे कमरे थे। वहीं से एक बड़े सीनियर जज बन गए। तो अपने स्कूल को कभी मत भूलिएगा और अपने टीचर्स को मत भूलिएगा और उनको याद करिए। और हमेशा हमारे स्टूडेंट हैं सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, जो ऑल इंडिया के मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट है और प्रवक्ता हैं भाजपा के, रूलिंग पार्टी। तो हमारे एक फंक्शन में आए तो बोले कि हमारी टीचर वो कहाँ है, महानगर की टीचर। तो उन्होंने महानगर का फंक्शन भी था, सभी टीचर्स का फंक्शन था पूरा, तो महानगर की टीचर को बुलाया कि ये मेरी टीचर हैं, इनकी वजह से मैं आज ये सब मेरी प्रगति हुई कि वो मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट बने और बहुत बड़े प्रवक्ता हैं। तो कहने का तात्पर्य है कि टीचर्स के द्वारा बहुत बड़ी बड़ी, टीचर्स तो छोटे रह जाते लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स हमेशा बड़े होते। हर टीचर की कामना होती है कि मेरा बच्चा कोई महान बने। हम तो साधारण व्यक्ति है, लेकिन हमारे स्टूडेंट बहुत बहुत महान है। अभी हमने शिशिर ने मुझे एक वीडियो मैसेज भेजा एक महीने भर पहले कि प्रकाश गुप्ता जो हमारा स्टूडेंट है वो सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल में एड्रेस कर रहा था। तो सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल जो 15 जो यूनाइटेड नेशंस के ऊपर जो सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल होती है उसको एड्रेस कर रहा है हमारा स्टूडेंट, स्टेशन रोड का बत्रा दीदी का स्टूडेंट, मॉन्टेसरी से इंटरमीडिएट तक पढ़ा। हमारी एक लड़की अभी कनाडा में कंसुलेट जनरल है। हमारी एक स्टूडेंट हमारा जेंट है बागला, वो बागले क्या नाम है शिशिर क्या नाम है जो एम्बेसडर है हाई कमिश्नर इंडिया के, क्या नाम है बागला?
गोपाल बागले सर।
गोपाल बागले, तो वो हाई कमिश्नर है। तो कितने हमारे स्टूडेंट्स कहाँ कहाँ पहुंच गए। अब वो अमेरिका में फर्स्ट सेक्रेटरी थे परमानेंट मिशन ऑफ इंडिया के प्रकाश गुप्ता। तो हम और शिशिर जब गए तो वहाँ उन्हीं के पास रहे और उन्होंने पूरा यूनाइटेड नेशन घुमाया। वो तो वहीं सारा उनका दफ्तरी था। और तो मतलब हमारे स्टूडेंट्स जब बड़े बड़े उपलब्धियां करते हैं, बड़े बड़े काम करते हैं तो बड़ा गर्व होता है, बड़ा अच्छा लगता है। और आज भी मैंने जब आप सब लोगों को सुना तो बहुत अच्छा लगा। आप सब ने बड़ी तरक्की की है, बड़ा प्रगति की है। ऐसे ही प्रगति करते जाएं और हमें खुशखबरी दें। हमें तो बस ये चाहिए कि आपकी प्रगति इतनी ऊंची हो, हमें मैसेज मिल जाए, बस इतना ही चाहिए हमें, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए कि आपने प्रगति की है। थैंक यू वेरी मच, गॉड ब्लेस यू।
We are trying to get the message of Mr. Prakash Gupta. We'll show it to you shortly, as Anisa said. And yes, it's always a privilege and honor for us to have our alumni coming back to us, informing us what you are presently doing, what your achievements are. And I'm sure that nobody is as proud as sir and ma'am when they know that you all are doing so well wherever you are. And we would love to keep hearing from you as and when you progress. Before I invite Mr. R.C. Gupta, who's the General Secretary of CMS, respected Chachaji as we call him, to address you, I would just like to say that after a few minutes from now, we will be breaking out for a breakout session, and where I will announce who all will go to which all breakout rooms. And thereafter, we will not come back because it's already late. I believe it's lunchtime for you all in Europe, and it's a Saturday. So we will leave you after that. And my colleague Saksham is trying to show you the video of Mr. Prakash Gupta. But before that, I would like to invite Mr. R.C. Gupta to say a few words, please.
My dear children of City Montessori School, I think you like me say so, because you are a product of, initially, of course, City Montessori School. Dear students, my former students, I congratulate you, all of you, for your achievement, for which we at CMS are proud. It's no mean achievement that you are occupying important positions in various countries of the world. It is because of your intelligence, your hard work and dedication, and of course, guidance by the teachers of City Montessori School, their love and affection, and especially of the management, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi and Mrs. Dadi Gandhi. I'm sure you all will ascend to greater heights in your career in future. I have over 5 decades of long association with City Montessori School, and have seen its students working or occupying important positions in many countries of the world. Even in the United Nations, about which Dr. Jagdish Gandhi just mentioned. And you carry the message of love and unity, and the vision of CMS inculcated in you about Vasudha Kutumbakam and Jai Jagat. Now, about your own country. You all must be aware that our country has completed 75 years of independence, and we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to inculcate in citizens of India love and regard to our country, India, Bharat, its culture and cultural heritage. Unless we love our country, we cannot love humanity and become world citizen. So, just as Mahatma Gandhi has said, unless and until we love our country, we cannot love the entire world. Anyway, wherever you are and which country you are, we hope you will remember the values given in CMS, that of unity and love, and propagate the underlying idea of Muslim Kutumbakam and Jai Jagat. India is known as Jagat Guru. Why? Because of its noble ideas, because of its love for humanity, because of its love for unity and for its spiritualism. Even if you settle down in some other country, you must keep in touch with India. You must keep in touch with your culture and cultural heritage and philosophy and vision. So with this message, I wish you all well, happy and healthy. Thank you and Jai Jagat.
Thank you so much, sir. That was indeed wonderful. Thank you so very much, respected Mr. R.C. Gupta ji, Chacha ji as we call him in CMS, with complete reverence and lot of affection as well. Time now for me to announce the breakout rooms for you campus-wise, children. And I'm saying children again. So for campus Aliganj 1 and campus Aliganj 2, it's room number 1. Room number 2 for the Gomti Nagar campuses 1 and 2. Room number 3 for Mahanagar. Room number 4 for Kanpur Road and RDSO. Room number 5 for Rajendra Nagar and Rajajipuram campuses 1 and 2. Room number 6 for Station Road, Chalk, and any other campus representative, if any. I repeat, room 1 for Aliganj campuses, room 2 for Gomti Nagar campuses, room 3 for Mahanagar, room 4 for Kanpur Road and RDSO, room number 5 for Rajendra Nagar and Rajajipuram campuses, room number 6 for Station Road, Chalk, and any other campus representative if he or she is here.
Ma'am, may I request?
The breakout session would be for 30 minutes, and we'd request the respective campus alumni coordinators and career counselors to join the breakout rooms in accordance. And take lead.
Ma'am, may I request the CMS host to let Udit Gupta sir in?
We can't hear you, Ms. Manju.
Udit sir has been trying, so I just request CMS host to let him in. He's not getting
hear you clearly at all.
Yes, yes. No, she now can.
Yeah. Can you say that? Can you say that again, please?
Udit Gupta sir has been trying. He's not getting the access. May I request the CMS host to let him in the meeting?
Okay.
Yeah, that
He's now in.
All right. Thank you.
So let's move to the breakout rooms for a 30-minute.
Saksham, are we ready? Okay. So I think we'll share the video of Mr. Prakash Gupta later with you over your WhatsApp. Meanwhile, we would request you to go to breakout rooms. The breakout rooms will be precisely for 30 minutes, and we would request the assistants to our founders to have them joining one of the breakout rooms as we are going. So I believe the breakout rooms are now open. You can see the icon of breakout rooms, and you can choose according to your campus.
I'd request the campus alumni coordinators to initiate the discussions and the talks and to moderate the same, please.
You can choose which one to.
Yeah.
Mahanagari. You can click here.
Can you hear me? Why are we muted?
No, ma'am. It's here from here.
I'm thinking of moving somewhere else, not yet decided. Yeah,
If you want to
I'm
speak,
still
you can
waiting. While
unmute
I did my